Yo, I put it like wow, this that sound. These oaks don't work hard like me, I hope they know by now. Bayo Bab, stand my ground. Bro, these money trees go overseas like Percy Tau. I make sure you stay around, quiet when I'm under loud. No negatives allowed, me and positivity took a vow. I always play to win, don't anticipate loss. Mind always in the clown, my boy. Never think about the drop, never ever ever think about the drop.
Welcome to it, sports fans. It is the MKT Show. I have returned from, weekend tough. My legs are completely obliterated. But pretty happy. Man United, 1-1 victory for them yesterday. Obviously, they came out and played 10 at the back. We saw that. I came out of it and I thought to myself, I knew it. I knew they would. I ran 100 kilometers on Saturday. That was terrible. And then I felt a little better. I was like, Man United are terrible. It was a training match for Chelsea. Rudiger, you need to finish that at the end. Joining me, let's not even waste time. I'm not going to muck about. There's no mucking about. We all grown-ups here. Brad, a man who did all of the business. We'll talk about what happened on the weekend. So much of what we did together came through at the end for me. Next to him, a man, Senzo Stebe, who doesn't see the color white.
Now you're trying to make me a racist like you.
No, I said you don't see the color white.
Doesn't exist.
Does that make you racist? So not seeing the color white is what makes you racist now?
Hey, bro. You know people can misinterpret that, eh? Be careful what you say.
Yo, you said you don't. I said
No, because Jürgen Klopp last week, they misquoted him. Now Africa's cancelled him.
What happened?
They said
tournament.
Yeah.
I think he was being sarcastic. I mean, you got to listen to the clip, right? The way
but Africa cancelled him.
Although he is right, the AFCON's a joke. So I don't know why people overreact like AFCON's the World Cup.
Why also keep it to yourself?
As Jürgen, you got to know you're a German white guy. That's going to be tough.
I don't sound to say much.
Yeah, they're like, that's probably the toughest category to be. Right now.
Yeah.
Tall, German white guy. Don't say
rebranding, getting divorced. Yeah, you know the world doesn't like you. You're like, he's
tough.
a dog.
Yeah, especially if you're going to comment about Africa. It's going to be an ugly look.
What color are Jürgen's teeth? Sounds like you don't see white.
They're like the sun, eh? They're fluorescent.
He's got the whitest teeth.
Have you seen Bobby Firmino's one and Coutinho's one?
Even worse.
He was.
Even worse.
Bobby's ones it's clown-like.
Bro, if you're lost in the dark, if there was load shedding there at Anfield, they say, Bobby.
Those porcelain Venetians, huh?
Venetians.
Yeah, that's
a place, eh?
No, but that's the thing. You know,
Venice. You're Venetian if you're from Venice, right?
No.
Yeah. You know, I've never got it like people with money. Like, why don't you? First thing you must sort out is your teeth. If your teeth are throwing gang signs and going levels to this.
So you reckon they should go teeth immediately?
Straight away.
Why?
You have to be in photos and stuff like that as a famous person. When they ask you to smile, now you're mean mugging with kids.
How rich though? Because I can't imagine Jeff Bezos has had his teeth done, you know? Like, I've never looked at him.
No, but he needs to.
But, like, you think like a sportsman or musicians? Because I see
both. Because you're gonna be taking. Okay, Jeff Bezos, I get it, because no one's gonna be taking a selfie with Jeff Bezos. You're just a rich guy. You know what I mean? You're not like, you don't belong to the fans. So, but like, if you're like a musician or.
So if you're a millionaire, like a multi-millionaire, because a billionaire, who cares?
Yeah, and if you're in the public eye.
I see what you're saying.
But it still looks like dentures though with these guys.
Doesn't matter. Rather
It looks hilarious.
No, rather
Because
that.
they look fake.
No, but rather that than teeth that are throwing gang signs.
What about Ronaldinho?
No, he also did the things, no?
Did he?
Yeah, he fixed his
No,
smile.
we have to see a picture.
No,
of
yeah,
that.
I've got to see that. James, your only job now for the rest of the time.
Ronaldinho fixed his teeth.
We need to see that, James.
This is after he got arrested.
No, before. That's why he got
Where
it.
was
That's
he?
why
In Paraguay when he
Paraguay with a
he had a
fake.
fake passport.
No, no one's gonna recognize
Could
Ronaldinho.
you
at
imagine
all.
being Ronaldinho? Like, it tells you what that guy's life is. Does he not realize he's Ronaldinho? Like, you can't have a fake passport.
And if you're Ronaldinho, that's what I was saying. I was like, but what was he doing?
It would be like Nelson Mandela having a fake passport.
Seriously.
But he must look completely different with his fake teeth.
Yeah, but I
so
mean-
maybe it's just an old picture.
No.
Or it's a new picture.
I see what you mean. Like, fake
Brad,
teeth.
but still.
That's definitely not you.
Yeah,
Your teeth are straight, I mean.
it's like Clark Kent and Superman. Yeah, the glasses change everything.
100%.
Guys, great to have you here. Tracy Bard says Sunday's English Premier League matches should have come with a do not adjust your TV set disclaimer. How about that, Snow? Absolutely ridiculous. That City game, incredible.
I see that City game. Do you see the Watford Leicester game?
Yeah, even
And they were
worse.
playing with a ball that looked white.
Well, you don't see white. That must have been tough for you to watch.
The colour formerly known as white.
Yeah.
No.
Or
But like,
they were just floating in your mind.
I've got a question for you, right? And how do you know the white that I see or the blue that I see is the same blue that you see? Maybe this is blue, right?
Yes.
And you got taught that this is yellow?
Yeah.
Or I'm seeing green and they told me that this is yellow.
No, sure. So, see, these people called scientists have done the work you're thinking about. They've sort of figured out something called the color spectrum.
I hear
and
the
optics.
Yes, I get that.
Yeah.
I
don't think you
explain me
do.
the spiel.
If
no,
you did-
explain me the spiel. How do you know what I'm seeing is the same thing that you're seeing?
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
No, because you're human, and so optical nerves have been figured out. I mean, I do have the answer for this.
Okay, cool.
Like,
Don't worry about it. Let's move on.
is he not happy with a scientific? Yeah, that's a problem with science.
Let's move on. No, I'm okay with science.
Not really vibes.
We're going back to this religious conversation.
No, not religion. No, skip that one.
So are you happy with the answer or not? Did you want an answer, a better?
Nah. You're going back to.
What did you want, a better answer?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So-
it's okay.
So why'd you ask the question? That doesn't make sense now.
Because I thought, but okay, never mind.
So what do you think? No.
Nah, it's okay, bro. Don't worry. Moving on.
Right?
I don't know.
I also don't know. All right, hey, James.
Who?
I don't know what you did to Senzo, but it's in a different kind of way today. James Ilsley, looking good out there. Well, what's happening, pal?
Hi.
No, that's his face.
Can't hear him at all.
Can't hear you.
Put your mask back on so we can hear you.
Yeah. That's James. Oh my God, who's that? It's Superman.
No, it's Batman.
You put a mask on. You're a completely different person.
The
And he's a
mask is-
mime now as well.
Can mime now.
How ridiculous is the premise for Superman? Like, Clark Kent Superman. Come on now.
No, but
Go
you've
ahead.
even said before, right?
Yeah.
And he gets changed in a thing.
How different I look without glasses.
You do
It's the beard. It's the beard.
It's weird, huh?
You know what you look like? It's
James.
it's cartoonish. No, well, not weird. It's totally a different world. So you're right, actually. The
Should
Clark
we-
Kent thing.
Should I take them off?
It's up to you.
Let's see.
I don't know if.
Who is that?
Yeah. Oh
That's
my
like an-
God,
it's
it's
an-
Clark Kent.
It's an Asian guy with a beard.
All right. Okay.
You're terrible. You guys are terrible.
Oh my God, what a pleasure it
Oh
is
my days.
to get to do this for a living. Where I was right, where I was wrong, we'll start with that and talk about Ralph and the whole Man United situation that has unfolded over the last 2 weeks. I've been away. So, Thursday, Friday, incredible show by the boys and Paolo. By the way, you can comment in the comment section on the tubes. James, people can do that, eh?
Do you call them the tubes?
They are allowed to, yeah.
Why did you say the boys and Paolo? Does he gender
Nah,
neutral? or-
no, he hijacks it and then he calls it, he's the PTP, so like.
Okay.
So yeah, Paolo hosts the show when I'm not here.
Yeah, but why do you say the boys and Paolo?
We don't want to
'Cause he's
assume
above it.
Paolo's...
He's above the guys.
Gender neutral, no.
No. Well, the boys is the guys that work here. The guys. So Warren Buffett says
The foundation.
there are finders, there are minders, and there are grinders. So it's for the guys, they're the grinders. Paolo's above them. So it's about an authority thing. Like Because if I leave, it's kind of like a dictatorship, you know? Is Gaddafi, when he left, would leave the army general in charge just so everyone could know what's up. You know what I mean? I don't want... the last thing you'd want is the guys thinking
uncertainty.
They're on the same level as me. Now they're talking to me like they're my friends. And then we got a pum. Yeah, I'm saying.
Palm.
You don't want that kind of smoke, as they say.
And I don't need those kind of pums.
No, that kind of smoke, as
Yeah,
they
I'm
say.
saying. I don't need that smoke. So yeah.
That
But
makes sense now.
also,
Yeah.
he can identify however he wants.
True.
Brad, good to have you here. Senzo, good to have you here. Yeah, packed show. It's the MKT Show. The show has begun. It's the MKT Show. So, Brad, something happened on the weekend where I went and ran a race, right? Mm-hmm. But before that, we were doing some training, and you're training Paul, who's been on the show before, hey?
Yes.
That guy. So what's happening with him?
So he tore his hamstring actually quite badly. I think like grade 2+. You get between 3 and 4 gradings for a tear. It's actually crazy. After he tore it, it's like so many different shades of brown and purple were going on there. It's crazy. But he tore his hamstring, and since then he's actually been doing 2 sessions a week. Uh-huh. He's been quite consistent. He's been good.
Really?
And he just shaved his head, which is beautiful.
Oh, then Jesus Christ.
So hold on. When did he tear his hamstring? Not another one.
3 weeks ago. So he tweaked it before.
Yes.
And then he tweaked it again,
What was
and
he
then he
doing?
completely tore it. He says playing soccer, but I know he stands in the middle of the pitch. And
Yeah,
just
no.
dictates.
And PZ's, we need to find out what he's up to in his personal life, because what do you mean? He's my friend. He's a very close friend of mine.
Let it go, bro.
No, he's my friend. I want
That's
to
also
know.
my friend, that's all.
Well, yeah, but you don't care about his personal life. I care about his personal life.
You like to meddle, eh? Then people come with you with the double trouble. Then you're gonna say, no, don't talk to me for the rest of the year.
No. Well, I mean, I want to know what's happening in the personal life. Then, because here's the thing about knowing what's happening in people's personal lives. Then you give me the power to say no, thank you. Because if you surprise me, you know what the problem is? When people, you say to people, what's wrong? And then people go, yeah, there's just a lot happening. And then when it gets awful, they want to tell you everything. Whereas just tell me when it's at 60% terrible.
Yeah.
And we can work through it. Let's see if we can drag it back to 30%. Now you want to bring me in at 98% terrible, and now we must fall off the cliff together, or I'm a bad person.
Fall off the cliff, I like what you did.
So I like to be...
All in.
Put me in early, and then I can decide whether I want to get on this train.
So in footballing terms, you want to warm up 45 minutes. You don't want that 93 plus minutes.
No,
90
let me give it
90
to you
plus
this
3
way.
minutes.
Don't employ me as a manager in January.
Yeah, I want to say, now you're in a relegation dogfight.
I need the preseason.
Yeah.
I need to see if I've got enough left backs for my system.
So you don't want to be the interim before the interim. You don't want to be an
I
interim
don't
at
want
all.
to be Michael Carrick or Fletcher
Or McKenna. Kieran McKenna.
Phelan, or I don't know what's going on
No,
there.
I hear you.
Yeah.
enough.
So
You inherit a good squad.
Ja, c'est soit Mikel Arteta, Arsenal, c'est playing well. It's a good performance. Saka, he's out for a extended period of time, but he play well. He's a good player for England. That's Mikel Arteta, James. Mikel.
Did you Paulo do Ronaldo?
I did hear
Actually,
that.
Speaking of accents, there was a request, I think on Thursday or Friday, and this morning,
Yes.
for you to do Sofia Vergara.
Again,
To do?
see,
Sofia Vergara.
Sofia Vergara. Now,
Modern
I've
Family.
Yes.
Gloria.
Yeah.
thought about that.
Money.
What are you saying?
Money. My niño.
See, I can't do it because she's already so hilarious. It's almost like trying to caricature Donald Trump. You know, then I'm going to be racist. Like she's such a caricature already that if I try and pile on top of that, you know, then I become a racist. And
Can you
Just
imagine
give it
her
a
drunk?
small go.
no, there is no small go with Sofia Vergara. Like Salma Hayek, I sound exactly like her because I'm not doing anything racist. But with Sofia Vergara,
She sounds like a drunk Salma Hayek. Plus the volume.
but you see, that's the kind of stuff that comes out now.
No, she doesn't.
And now I've got to explain that to someone. Because she's Colombian, by the way.
Fiery.
Salma Hayek, I think.
All from
Mexican.
the same pot of town.
Yeah.
Africans are the same.
Yeah. Just, you know, the Nigerians and the South Africans, that's how the Brits
They're
look
both
at it.
Latin. They give them mucho caliente personalities.
Is that just is that a starter pack of being from the continent of South America?
Imagine you're out with Sofia Vergara. You both had too much to drink, and you start fighting.
How would that go?
What like expose up, boy?
Like, take me into it. Well, what are you,
No,
what are
everybody's
you
looking-
suggesting?
Everyone in the club is looking at you.
Why?
She's a lot, bro. Like figuratively and literally, she's a lot. A lot.
This
She's
is
a
insane.
lot, bro. She's a lot.
This is insane.
Maybe I like a lot. Who knows, bro?
This is completely insane. What is that based on?
She's a lot.
Is that based on a TV character?
No, she's a lot. I've seen her interviews as well. She's a lot.
When you say she's a lot, what do you mean?
That's a good question.
I can't hear him.
When you say she's a lot, what do you mean by that? Is what
I mean, she's a lot. You can.
can you do more for me then?
Very
No,
descriptive.
no. I've already said too much.
James, what might you take from what he's saying? And Senzo, just let James speak, and then you can fill in where he's right or wrong. So when
I'm
he
done.
says she's a lot, what do you think he's saying, James?
She big boned.
She got that Reece James
You see?
body.
See?
Yeah.
Hold her back.
He knows what I'm saying.
James,
He knows exactly what I'm saying.
are you not touching that one, James?
Huh?
What's the story? Are you...
I think what Senzo... I know where this is going and I'm not falling for it.
No, but let's hear
I
it.
know what's about to happen.
Yeah?
I think what Senzo means is... Oh no, I know exactly what's about to happen. I'm not falling for it.
James, are you...
Yeah.
We're in the... I need your opinion to keep going. Well, what do you mean? Well, what do you think he means? Like, I don't understand. Let's talk it out here. Just a bunch of
She's,
pals hanging out.
There's a lot of character there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
a lot
even-
of personality.
That's even
You
more
said
bland
less.
than what he's saying. You know what? By you talking, I now know less. I shouldn't have asked you because now
You asked James.
you've been... I need you to be more clear. Be crystal clear.
There's a lot of
a lot, boy.
dimensions to her personality.
And okay,
Did
such
you just call her
as
crazy?
Yeah. Are you suggesting?
I'm not falling for it.
Are you
I refuse
suggesting
to
that
fall
this-
for it. I know where this is going. I'm not
So
falling.
both of you guys are suggesting because she's South American,
She's crazy.
she's gonna be.
No.
You said muy caliente just now,
Yeah, a lot.
so that's very
He
hot.
said that she's got lots and lots of personalities.
Of character, hey?
Lots of spice, as they say.
Which
Spice.
is not necessarily a bad thing, by the way.
But so what you guys are saying is based on what? That's always interesting
I've
to
seen
me.
her interviews and like, I've studied her.
Studied her.
Again, are we going back to the Twitter?
This is
and
incredible.
The porn handles that I
No.
That's what I'm
no,
saying.
no.
Yeah.
You know, Brad. You know this guy.
What about him?
This guy.
That's
Ah,
Yeah.
a lot. This guy.
What about him?
this guy.
What about spread?
What he says. I know what kind of a guy he is. I think I have a picture.
What kind?
No, let's leave it.
So
No,
that's your
figured
thing.
you out.
That's your thing, Senzo. Is you kind of you're not the dive into the swimming pool guy. You're toe in. Oh, that's too cold. Let's get a towel back
Yeah,
on
walk.
immediately.
No, you see, you start. There's stairs for a reason in the pool.
I sit on the stairs usually. That's my go.
You that guy.
Sure.
You that guy.
No, you stairs and then you're walking gradually.
Yeah, that's why you need white oaks at a pool
What,
party.
they just dive in?
Yeah,
Now the
on
guy
the
said
roof.
he said, now we
the
must
roof.
call the cops. I'm going to get
Yeah, white guys are electric, by the way, at those sorts of situations.
Dude.
Because, you know, something I've realized about my white mates in a South African context, is that I don't think early on a lot of the northern suburbs, for our international listeners, the northern suburbs, middle class, upper middle class suburbs, they don't hear no a lot early in life.
Yes.
James's.
Yeah, guys like James,
James,
they
yeah.
don't hear no often. So there's very few bad
But
ideas
that's
for
the
them.
thing. But that's the thing. You remember we spoke about this. We touched on this. That's why white guys, they've got the confidence to leave you alone at their house and they go to their girlfriend's house. Yeah, go open the fridge now. Because there's no.
No, but they don't hear no a lot.
There are no
like,
breaks, yeah.
Like if you go to a pool party, like between 21 and 26, these white guys, I've realized, set up a chair on the roof, see if you can do a backflip. Yeah, bro, but if you can, see if you can juggle before you do that. Huh? Whereas, with black guys, it's designer shorts, if that.
You're assessing the situation. You're maxing. You're cooling out, as they say.
Yeah.
Have you seen Steve Aoki's house? His house is electric. So, as a rite of passage, right? If you go to Steve Aoki's house, it's about 3 stories. This house. You have to jump from the 3rd story into the pool.
And he's not even white.
Yeah, he's very Asian.
Yeah, but I mean, caking people, and he's got white tendencies. Like, who just brings a whole cake, and you're not upset your grandmother would be.
It's impossible. In a black house, it's impossible.
Caking people, but just a fresh, nice cake, just whap a fan in the face.
Steve Aoki, DJ, eh? Still doing
He'll
it.
tell you, I'm a producer, not a DJ.
Is he doing it? Yeah,
Yeah.
Steve Aoki's done it, hey?
He's got too much money.
He looks like
His house is
Asian
awesome,
Jesus.
though. Yeah.
The Asian Jesus.
How do you know Jesus looked like that?
Asian Jesus.
Propaganda. Why? Because he's got long
No,
hair.
Long hair.
How do you know Jesus had long hair?
It maybe had curly hair. That if you pull it down, it ends up being.
Well,
That's very true. You can. Maybe Jesus had a blowout just before the photo.
What if he had a brush cut?
No, we don't know. But again, I'm basing it off evidence. I've seen the dinner one and the one
What
that
evidence were we there?
No, I'm saying the photos.
What photos?
The ones that I've seen.
They're paintings. Photos.
Are they painted?
Photos.
So you're saying the supper didn't happen? What are you suggesting?
No.
How dare you? In the words of one Greta Thunberg, how dare you?
Listen here.
You're suggesting the supper didn't happen?
I didn't say that.
Guy got sold out for 30 shillings.
For 30 rand, I know
Or
that.
was it pieces of silver?
No, it was 30 rand. Yeah, 31 rand coins.
And now you're saying it didn't happen. Is that what
Where's
you're saying?
Jesus from?
No, don't you know Judas, he didn't pay for an Uber.
No, Judas Iscariot, a bit of a
He didn't pay for an Uber.
scoundrel, that guy.
And he was late, and Jesus was his boy. And yeah,
You snaked him.
you know what I mean? You
31 rand.
But
30,
you're saying that didn't
31.
happen now.
No, I didn't say it didn't happen.
That's why I'm saying it's a photo.
But how do we know that Jesus had long hair?
How do you know Judas was there then? Like, how far do we take your theory? Maybe Judas wasn't even there
Did
Judas-
they have scissors?
Of course, that thing.
for Samson.
Was
Yeah,
it scissors?
yeah.
Was it a knife?
No, they did him with a knife.
The Romans had a sword or whatever. I think they had what's the short sword?
A lance.
Nah, man, like the one they have,
a
you
wreath.
have here.
That's
It's a
actually
knife.
just a white guy. That's
Oh, the one that Rambo has.
It's between a knife and a sword.
The
not a
one that
sword.
Rambo has.
Like, the white guy that listens to James. You seem like a heavy metal guy. Like, there's always that. I have 2 white guy friends like this, where they have those like 18 knives for no reason. He listens to heavy metal and whatever. It's not a knife, but it's not a sword. There's something in between that. You know what it is. I'm sure you have friends like that. Surely. Come on, they play Dungeons and Dragons. You seem like the type who knows a couple of those lads.
What else what else about me do I seem like?
I'm happy to tell you. I've got what else? Who you in particular? Definitely Dungeons and Dragons at some stage.
What do you mean?
Hey,
What are you saying about?
James, Dungeons Dragons. He's like that guy.
James basically asked, like, what else do you want to say? You think you know about me?
Yeah. So there's that. Obviously,
So hang on.
Yep.
Just to group it together. So I'm Dungeons and Dragons guy.
Yep.
I'm guy who's never heard the word no.
No, you've got some of those symptoms. You fit the demographic. Yeah. So yes. Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
I'd say you definitely have mayonnaise sandwiches that are dry. You
Wait,
seem like
hold
that
on.
guy.
What are mayonnaise sandwiches that are dry?
Yeah,
I was about to ask the same question.
You ever been to a single white guy's house? Like they don't have sauces. Yeah, I don't know if it's a
Oh,
thing.
Just mayo and bread.
Yeah. It's like rubbish ham. It's like, what happened here?
What?
Again, I can tell you've never made food for your mom.
What
I have.
lunch did
Not you. I'm saying white guys.
Oh,
What lunch, James? What lunch did you used to get for school? What did you used to get for school?
Yeah.
I actually can't remember. There was a point where I had to.
I used to get Marmite and cheese sandwiches
Yeah.
in tin foil every day, and I never had a lunch tin.
Did you
Tuck money.
strike
Tuck
them?
money for James. Tuck
Say
money.
Out of brings a strike. I mean,
No, come on. Brad, no. Brad he grew up basically black. James, tuck money.
Cheese.
No.
Tuck shop money. What your mom used to do for you?
2 lunches, one for first break, one for second break.
There was a point
No,
where
that's James.
she was like, "You guys are on your own," and then we had to do our own lunch. and
Woolies chicken breasts.
That's it. You guys have to do your own. Just take the pre-packed meals out the fridge.
stuff. I'm trying to remember what we actually got when she did used to pack our lunch. I can't remember though.
See, you sound like that guy.
Anything else? Anything else of that guy you wanna?
No, Dungeons and Dragons pretty much. So, do you know any of the knife guys or not? You've taken me completely off here.
No, I just wanted to see what kind of guy I seemed like to you. I don't know any knife guys. Are you talking about those like the Daredevil had that kind of knife thing going on?
Unbelievable.
A dagger.
Dagger. I think that's the word.
Daredevil. Oh, he's thinking about dagger.
Yeah, I think it's a dagger, hey?
Yeah, it is a
That's
dagger.
the one they cut Samson's hair
A
with.
dagger to the heart, yeah.
That's the one, eh?
No, that makes sense.
Like Rambo's one. Hey, that's a serious one. That one.
You seen Rambo?
Of course, seen Rambo.
James, you're the only...
Don't.
Don't compare him to
yeah,
him.
you know who you seem like? The guy who hasn't seen Rambo as well. White guy's not really into that. What did you watch?
Jean-Claude
No, I
Van Damme
didn't
was
wanna be
not your
that
hero when you were a
guy.
kid. There's something wrong.
Yeah, he gets it.
Jean-Claude
How
Van
about
Damme
your
was
black
not your
though?
guy.
Thank you!
But he's black though.
Jean-Claude... James!
Muscles from Brussels, he doesn't cover.
Come on, bro. James, you the only... Did you watch any Jean-Claude Van Damme films this weekend?
Street Fighter dog.
weekend.
If
Yeah.
you do not know that when you throw a punch, you're supposed to pose in that flex position for 15 minutes afterwards, you know what to do.
You did, fam.
That's from Kickboxer. When they throw,
Oh, and
it's blind now.
remember with the raps and he dipped his hands in glass?
Glass, yeah.
Bro, that was the guy.
James has no clue.
And you knew it was a rap.
He has no clue. He's watching... what's the one with Michael Cera and that lady? Juno.
God.
That's James and the
But
vibe.
Michael Cera is very funny.
No, but James is the guy. Juno.
Super
Not
bad.
even once.
No, not even... What's the superhero one?
Oh,
Kick ass.
Kick-Ass. Are you that guy, James?
James is kick ass.
Yeah.
Kick-Ass was okay. It wasn't like
But you don't know Jean-Claude. Tonight,
I
they
didn't say
killed
I
his
didn't
family.
know- I
He
know
took it
all these
personally.
people that you're speaking of. I just haven't seen them.
Jean-Claude Van Damme is the bone collector.
So he seems like a Juno guy. You're saying no
He
Juno?
is a
for you?
Juno guy.
Never seen Juno in my life.
I don't
know
believe
it's
he's
about
lying.
some pregnant chick and there's a guitar.
Every white
involved
guy's seen
at some
Juno.
point.
Who did you used to watch when you were a kid, James?
Schwarzenegger.
We talking movies or
Yeah,
series?
yeah. Let's go movies. We didn't have
Action.
series in our day.
Yeah.
We had Bold and the Beautiful at 5 o'clock. That is
No.
it.
No, I just
Or
thought-
James, actually, let me give you the real name for that. Depold. It's not
The
the ball and the beautiful.
Or days.
Depold.
Or days.
Oh, of
Days?
course, Marlena getting possessed. I mean, jeez.
Come
the
on,
remote,
fam.
dog. With the remote.
So James, when you with the man dem, you don't say, "Hey, do you guys used to watch
Watch
the bold and the beautiful?
Bold.
Depold.
Or days.
Days. Simple. That's Days of Our Lives. That second one. So you don't
I know Days of Our Lives.
Do you?
Yeah.
Remember Stefano never died?
Demera.
Demera.
I remember they
That
were
is the
on an
ultimate
island
villain
once.
ever.
I know they were on an island at some point, and then they had to escape the island. And there was a whole thing.
When was that? Now?
Do you know James? Do you know who James is? The staring to James is. It's probably Chris Hemsworth.
Ew, what?
Who's Hemsworth?
Thor.
Oh, James, why did you say you? We're not saying you find him attractive.
Ew.
Yeah, did you hear that?
He's homophobic.
Wait,
Guy's
James,
homophobic.
what happened there?
Ew.
Wait, what happened there? Nobody
I'm just
suggested
gonna
you find him.
I'm gonna start taking leave from these Monday shows.
No, but hold on. Nobody said you do, unless you do. Which, by the way, because it's
It's totally
2021,
okay.
it's fine.
it's-
He's a strapping, handsome, blonde, almost.
He's a hot
God,
rod, as
he's
they
a
say.
god.
From the photo,
He's a hot rod,
it's
as they say.
Jesus-esque.
It's true. It is true.
And if you do find him attractive
Sharp.
or not,
It's
that's
sharp.
fine. I mean,
It is true.
So why'd you
All of
go
that-
you?
All of that being said,
whoa, why'd you say you? Is he
I'm
not
about
your
to explain
type?
to you.
Oh, sorry.
all of the assumptions you've made about me, including Chris Hemsworth, very wrong. Couldn't be further from the truth.
Or Christian Bale, because he loves Batman. That's
So
his
who
theory.
was your
Who's your
who's
Schwarzenegger?
guy?
I've never really been into action movies, so there wasn't really a guy.
So what did you like?
Juno.
um
The Notebook.
like my favorite actor is Jim Carrey, if that tells you.
Okay, so you used to watch The Mask.
Ace
The
Ventura.
Mask is dope. Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura 2, especially.
Yes.
Nah, the first one.
Shikaka.
Chicago.
Love that.
Chicago.
Jim Carrey.
Take care now, bye-bye then.
Jim Carrey was the guy.
I think James, though. I know James. It's not the actor he's into, because Jim Carrey went full Hollywood, like
Very early.
spiritual. I don't know if you've seen.
No, no,
Yes, serious now.
I'm not Jim Carrey. I don't exist.
James caught into Jim Carrey then. Hey, James, because he's like spiritual and you kind of like that side as well.
Tenor
Yeah,
Sunshine of the
he's
Spotless
like
Mind. There he likes that Jim Carrey.
Sometimes when he speaks, he's just not on this planet.
So, but you kind of, because I've spoken to you a couple of times. I've seen where your mind goes. I know you actually like that part of him more than The Mask.
Yeah, no. So when I say like my favorite actor is Jim Carrey, people assume it's like him being silly or like that whole slapstick comedy thing he does. But I actually love it way more when he does the sort of spaced out, more sort of deeper stuff.
See, I told you guys thought The Mask. I've spoken to James. I know what he's thinking. It's not the actor. You guys were completely wrong. It's not even about The Mask.
Truman Show is one of my favorite movies.
Exactly.
I know James.
What is the Jim Carrey movie where he's got the 3 black sons?
Oh, James, he's your favorite actor. God,
Me,
you-
myself, and Irene.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, me, myself, and Irene, yeah.
That was so funny. He also did a very serious movie at one stage that made no money.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
I didn't see that.
That's why he's like this now. Oh, but he did get dumped by a Playboy Playmate. That's why he shied.
what's
Janie
Jenny-
McCartney. Janie McCartney.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
but she's.
No, but all these guys, you see all these...
What did you call Sofia Vergara just now?
A lot.
That's Jenny.
Yeah,
the blonde
yeah,
lady.
she's a lot as well. But
She was with 50 Cent.
imagine, G. No, you think of Chelsea Handler.
No.
And on a type, or 50 Cent in a type.
No, he was with that.
So 50 Cent as a type.
He's got the Dells.
But all these funny guys, they get depressed.
Robin Williams?
Owen Wilson tried to kill himself because Kate Hudson said, nah, bruh.
No, not because...
That can't be theory. Maybe he was depressed before that.
No, well, look at his nose growing up.
No, but he did well with that nose for a
No,
while.
it made him famous.
No, and he was doing it on crashes.
So you think it was Kate Hudson?
I wanted to double himself.
I think it might be something else.
Well, just to throw some water on all of this, it was supposedly a little suicide at Santon City.
What?
So someone, you know where Naked is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like JB's? Someone jumped from there right to where Naked is.
Finished.
Yeah,
Off.
it's true.
Switched themselves off.
There's also
Wait, what?
yeah, no. There's a video on Twitter for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No, I would not like to watch that.
Yeah.
That is wild, man.
Is that what's going on right
Yeah.
now?
And this is before Cyril said his speech.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, we don't have
And
to
so
relate.
The country's still open.
No, I said, listen, we'll review. We'll come back in a week.
What did Cyril say? Is he back next week?
He said, look,
Way to set up season 2.
everything just remains the same.
Yeah.
Just took him half an hour to say this. Everything remains the same. We'll come back in a week.
Did he say fellow South Africans?
Oh, you know it.
Did he have an iPad?
No,
Was he standing or sitting? 'Cause that
Sitting.
matters.
sitting. Because you look, but
When he's
Sitting.
standing. Oh,
Yeah, when he's
No, when
standing.
he's sitting, you guys must relax.
Yeah.
Don't even watch the race.
when he's but is it me or does Cyril always look surprised to be on TV?
Was he sitting or standing?
No, he was. You see, in this chair that I'm in,
Yeah.
he's sitting in a chair like this.
Once Cyril's sitting, don't even go continue making noodles.
You're actually right. It's when they show the whole podium.
Yeah,
Then he gets to
yeah.
the podium. Then he has trouble with his mask.
Why does he
And
have
then
a
he's got an
landline
iPod.
still?
And
Have
then
you
he's
guys
got an
ever
iPad.
noticed that? Cyril still has a landline.
I think it looks cool though.
It does look cool.
Oh, there we go. Why do you have a landline?
No, cordless. He doesn't have a cordless phone. He has the landline.
Did you realize the first like minute of his speech was
Fellow.
in sign language because there was no sign?
This is what Cyril sounds like. Fellow South Africans,
Where is my iPad?
we're gonna shut this down. And then ngeke bangene.
Do you know?
Fellow South Africans.
No, do you
Well,
know?
that's the other guy, right?
No, that's getting.
Sholos.
That's getting.
What's he up to?
Just getting it up.
How do you explain South Africa to the rest of the world?
We will meet. Is that Shabir said we will meet? Just forget about it.
James, I know you guys want to get lit this weekend. No problem.
Thundered.
Your El Presidente said, no worries. It's all
He
good.
said it's okay, huh?
Yeah.
No, do you know he kept the country open? You saw last time he said Msholozi to prison. He says, if I close everything now, they'll loot me.
But that's legit. I think people will freak out if they can't go on holiday this year.
And even
and he told the world that the sanctions that they put, the travel restrictions that they put on us are BS. That's what he said.
that is a big deal. I like that he said.
Yeah, he said that you guys, what you're doing is BS.
well, Cyril.
Imagine you can't even go to Guatemala.
Listen, Cyril Ramaphoria is over now.
Ramabillion.
This is when you got to be a president. It's tough. It's the worst job in the world, really. But I mean, he chose it, so it's fine. I feel nothing for him or any politician in the world, or me, or anybody who gets picked on and works in public. So it's tough. It is tough out here. It is savage out here. James, keep loving Jim Carrey, dude. Don't let people bully you into. And if you're gonna be a snitch, keep snitching on people as well. You know what I mean, Jimbo?
I've washed my hands.
It's the MKT Show. Welcome back to a sports show. I have returned, and I do want to, it is my show. We might as well talk about stuff I did.
I like it. You remember now you're looking for ways to bring back the show?
Yep.
Now I told you've settled into it now. You know what you're doing. You don't ask for permission anymore. You just say it. Good. Good for you.
But
Good
having
for you,
said
man.
that, it's important that I keep asking for feedback, because what if I get comfortable? And also, what if what I'm doing is rubbish?
Yeah, but the thing is, that's never mattered to you.
Oh, that's also true. It's also I am extremely self-centered. It's a good point. That's a good point, and that's good feedback. See, I need that. I need that constant
Bring you
feedback.
back down to earth. Get it.
Yeah,
Who, him?
Keep it real.
Impossible. It's an impossible task.
Impossible. Eh?
Only gravity can.
Yeah, it's true. Stubborn.
The rest of us, we don't stand a chance.
Mere morsels.
Exactly. As what did who's Austin Powers' father?
Faja.
Stand down, son. You don't even have a name tag. Just lie down before you beat the guy up.
Who plays his father?
Michael
Caine. The excellent, the sensational Sir Michael Caine.
Stand down, son. Oh, come on. What are you doing? Just stand down, son. You don't even have a name tag.
The brilliant Michael Caine.
He's the best.
The absolutely brilliant.
Alfred Pennyworth.
He's an old timer. He's like
Old timer. I like what you did.
yeah, old timer.
Oh yeah.
We time.
Oh no, yeah. Not even a groot man, he's a timer.
Michael Caine. James, you know who Michael Caine is?
Alfred Pennyworth.
You don't know
I
Michael
do.
Caine. Do you?
Yeah.
I'm
Batman.
genuinely shocked by that.
Batman.
Oh, because he watches Batman.
Alfred Pennyworth, yeah.
Yeah, he watches Batman.
Master
else?
Bruce, sir.
It's true, and I'm not ashamed.
Any other British actors you know?
He was also in Batman.
Rowan Atkins.
Yeah,
Mr. Bean.
and great actor, by the way.
British actors.
Yes, he was also in Batman, dude.
You seen? Yeah, go ahead, James.
Wait, who was in Batman? I thought we
Christian
moved on.
Bale.
I thought we did.
Where's he from? Wales, huh?
He's British though, yeah.
Wales.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Very Welsh. Angry. He doesn't like. Who was it? The lighting. The gaffer. James, you got to say that with a hard G, otherwise.
Whoa!
Could be problems.
But
the gaffer.
I'm sure
Gaffer.
as a black soccer player, right? If you go to if you play in England, right? And then your teammates say they're going to go see the boss.
Was it-
They're going to go see the gaffer.
that happened.
On Leon Schuster's show, one of his shows, he did that as well.
Oh, really?
The guy shouting.
Yeah,
Gaffer!
Gaffer! Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes, I do. I forget what it was. But listen, that happened here. Kaizer Chiefs, obviously, they had a British coach who's now the coach again.
Stuart Baxter.
And it happened, a mate of mine was playing for Kaizer Chiefs, and that situation came up. And apparently it was hilarity once it was explained to the guy what was happening when he said gaffer. Yeah, very funny.
The gaffer's not just like a soccer term. It's like anybody who's...
Your boss.
It's El Jefe, yeah.
Yeah, so
El Patron.
that is very good. But anyway, let's talk about stuff that's actually happened to me. So Brad, I obviously ran 100Ks, whatever, no big deal. So very, very humbling for me this weekend so I've run the race before, Ultra Cape Town, and I did it 4 hours faster last time. It's 5 years ago though. Jeez, incredible how
Was
fast
this your second
goes. Second time doing this particular race. But I got to tell you something. This was the hardest. So I've done
Most difficult.
20 100Ks,
What?
right? And then 7 of more than 100Ks. And this was easily the hardest race I've ever done. Like,
What is the profile like?
no, the race is not hard. It's just 4 years away. You must remember, I haven't run a mountain run at all.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, I've run on mountains, but, when you're in race mode, it's a whole different thing.
Different beast.
Yeah, it's a whole different thing.
My question is like, now, okay, cool, right? You're running 100K.
Uh-huh.
So, do you run with a bag to take stuff in, right?
Uh-huh.
So what do you put in your bag? I wouldn't know. 100Ks.
So there's stations every about 10Ks or so.
Okay.
Which is not your regular 10Ks, by the way, because that's up over mountains.
Sure.
And what you must realize is, so climbing to the top of, let's say, Table Mountain, which is Platteklip, which is the first real big climb.
I've done that here before, yeah.
That's only like 3Ks. People think, oh, it's 10Ks. You just pop over here, no worries. That's murder. That's like an hour climb, depending what you like. So but you're carrying all your stuff. So I'm carrying water and a Powerade or some sort of ISO drink.
Oh, so you got the double action.
No, I got the proper pack. I mean, I got the thing about mountain running.
But you carry the bag, right?
Yeah, the thing about mountain running is you have to have the right gear.
Sure.
Don't try and do something like this. You can do 21K. You can get away with 25K with like average gear. Once you start to get to this sort of distance, especially with the kind of race.
And what fruit do you pack? Banana?
No. I'm not going on a picnic. You see, no weight.
No, I'm just asking.
No. I'm on a serious note. No weight. So weight is your enemy. You must always remember.
Sure.
You want light and dense food. So bars, nuts.
So how many bars are you taking?
About two at a station.
Oh, they've got bars there.
They can, or I just carry my own kind of bars. So yeah, and I didn't have enough in the end, but we'll talk about that in a bit.
More bars than a rapper.
More bars than a rapper. That's what you got to have. Yeah. So but tough, Brad? But ultimately, some of the work we've done, and I think this is a good to make it practical. Some of the work we've done together came through in the end, because one thing I'm certainly not is in any condition to be doing 100K stuff, because it's a mind-body thing as well. Yeah. It's like physically, I'm relatively fit, I think. I don't know how fit other people are on this planet. But there's another level where I was, and there's another level just to get through it. If I hadn't done the training with you, I probably would have taken 3 or 4 hours longer, because just the conditioning was there. It's like I'm suffering, but my body just like held together. And all of the stuff we kind of did that slightly pushed me over the edge, and we've only just got started. I mean, we 2.5 months in. So before I even talk about the actual race, yes, I'm so grateful that I actually came to you when I did, hey, because that was flipping hard. I haven't suffered that much ever in a race.
Are you happy with your prep, or do you think you could have done more?
Ecstatic. I mean, I'm not into excuses, but for the last 3 weeks, there's another thing. I had a bug for like 3 weeks,
about to say,
and I was feeling terrible
directly before your race.
Yeah, which was crucial training, but no excuses. Like I did what I could, and it was awesome, man. It was. And we'll talk more about that conditioning. Tracy Bart says the elevation for UTCT is insane. Drakensberg Ultra is 300 meters versus UTCT, which is 5,000 meters. How amazing was Courtney, the women's winner, 8th overall, insane performance. Now, if you don't know who Courtney is, Courtney Dullwater, one of the greatest humans to ever live. And I'm really not into like PC, she's good for a woman kind of, there's a lot of that nonsense going on. She's an animal for a human being. Like,
Beast.
Not woman, man. And actually, the science is interesting. Women get better as distances get longer. So you start to get like 180, 250 stuff. No, in those races, women win a lot. As soon as it gets to like maybe 160, it's not quite there because that. But from sort of there's 200 milers now and things like that.
What?
And women are, the science is in now. Women are just better the longer it goes. It's such an interesting, and she is right now. It's Killian Jornet and her. They are the monsters. She's a human freak, just like
Relentless.
Oh, like how does and she's tiny, but the power.
She's angry.
Oh,
You know, short people are angry
and she's real.
because she's short.
Yeah, I don't know if she's short. She's just like -% body fat. But
is-
so strong.
It's weird though, because you'd think with distances like that, you would want a little bit of storage.
Yeah.
But so speaking to Devin about his run, the thing that we're going to change with the next one that he does, he doesn't need to run as much. We need to do a hell of a lot more strength, and that's your story as well.
Yeah.
Just metabolic work, because all you're doing is just pumping your legs up and down, especially on your climbs.
Yeah. So I mean, let's get into a little bit of how we did prep for this, because for anybody who's thinking of, even if you're thinking of doing like a two oceans, right, an ultra is, for the last 10Ks, I had such good legs. Actually, what happened was, because it started raining, yes, it was, oh my God, it was so bad. So here's what happened. From the first half of the race was a nightmare. It just wasn't there. Nothing was there. At 60Ks, so it was Hout Bay where we turn around. My legs came back. Like, I don't know what happened. And then I was just smashing it. But it was all the conditioning we did, and we'll talk about some of the training we did. And then what happened was, I was the problem, because at 90 kilometers at UCT, it started raining, and then the wind came in. And from UCT, you start climbing, and you're fully exposed. So if you know the Cape Town mountains, it's the front face of the mountain. So there's no protection. Yeah, you'd want to be on the other side, because in that bowl, it is just a mess.
That bowl's
So
brutal,
now,
yeah.
sideways rain.
Eish.
It's 8 o'clock at night. It's freezing cold. I'm 90 Ks in, so I'm 16 hours
And
into
it's
it.
wet.
Sideways, and the rain's pumping now. And what tends to happen, and here's what gets people in these races, and I was in it, because now I'm like, flipping out. I stopped eating. And what I should have done was, before I started the climb, because I know the climb, I've done this before, but last time I did it, it was in the day. But I stopped eating. And then about halfway up the hill, just physiologically, I was gone. My legs were actually all right, but I just had no fuel left because I didn't eat. And you can't recover from not eating in these races. I tell people all of the time, if you don't invest, you are toast. So for the last 5Ks was all up here. Like, just like I was in the pits of hell. It took me, something that should have taken me 25 minutes ended up taking me an hour 15 probably.
Dev said exactly the same thing on his last 2Ks. I think it was his last two. He said that was the worst bit, because everything was downhill from there. And he said he had no gas.
Yeah.
Zero. So I get exactly what you're saying. And he wasn't eating. I told you that he wasn't eating.
You got to eat. You got to eat. And I mean, listen, he did a monster race, but we'll talk to Dev as well. Listen, Brad, some of the... Ryan Alex said, Souther Peak destroyed me on Saturday. Ridiculous climb. Then got lost in the rain and the dark. Somehow made it to the end. So, Ryan, I'd love to know what time you finished in. So I saw Ryan, actually. Shout out to Ryan. We had a little bit of a chat out there. And so he was in the mix. And big fan of the show. James likes... He says he digs you.
Who, Ryan likes me?
Yeah. Likes the show.
You got fans,
Head
boy.
up.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah, digs the show.
you-
So shout out to Ryan.
Do you run with spectacles on?
I absolutely. I'm as blind as a bat. I'd actually ordered a brand,
Okay.
and they still haven't delivered after 6 weeks. But yeah,
You're gonna coronet it out with them.
no, I mean, you know, this is what you do. This is how life happens in COVID. So but yeah, I cannot see. I cannot see, and it's the only option, actually, because the problem with people say, oh, just get contact lenses. Yeah, I say you haven't been in a race because once the rain and the wind starts coming, contacts are a nightmare for this kind of sport because dust gets in there, and so bit of a problema.
It's been a while since I saw you without spectacles last.
Yeah,
I think I once phoned you at night. You weren't wearing them. I was like, who the hell am I talking to?
like a bit like James.
Yeah.
I didn't look like an Asian guy with a beard though. I didn't look like. But yeah, Brad. So leading up to something like this, I'm just, dude. I just want to say I'm super grateful for the effort you put in because it's shown me. In order to get back to my athletic potential, is probably going to take 2 years because I think I can get back to sort of maybe the 14s. Maybe I don't know if I can go 13:52 again in this type of event.
Is that your best?
That was the only time.
Sub 14.
Wow.
No, back then I was a savage then. I was running 30-minute 10Ks.
What?
I've done that twice. Yeah, no, I was a savage.
30-minute 10Ks?
Bro, 15, 16.
You could have gone to the Olympics, you know that.
No, 30 minutes is...
No, they would
Yeah,
have
yeah,
No.
those
30
guys
minutes isn't even good
Those guys
enough.
do 26, right?
No,
It is crazy.
Yeah, they do 26, yeah.
No, but listen, 30 minutes, even in local events in South Africa, you're in the top, you like at a proper event, you're not even in the top 200. 30 minutes is a joke. We got so much, there are so many guys going.
What's your fastest 10K?
30 minutes, 29, like 50 something, yeah.
You're crazy, bro.
No, like, I was a savage then. I was an animal,
listen,
15, 16, 17.
You think of Olympic athletes, I'm thinking about like, in human terms,
Yeah.
like your beast level, you are those guys. Me, I think if I'm fit, maybe 40 minutes.
No, you know what it is you have to train for it. And you know what's cool about running? Mm-hmm. I love, especially mountain running. I think outside of UFC and boxing, it's the most honest sport in the world because however hard you train, you're going to get exactly those rewards. And part of training, nutrition, dialing these things in. So however hard you train, you're going to get, it's not like football where if you're a left back and you've got a left mid who works hard, they can cover for you.
Yeah, you don't get exposed.
It's just you here.
But also, I also say the same about tennis. Tennis is exactly the same.
I don't know about that. You can have a nicer racket than the other guy. You know what I mean? You can be like, the thing is, the elements are different. What if I'm better on clay than you? You know, it's a technique. Like in mountain running, it doesn't matter. We both, like, everyone went through the rain in the morning.
Yeah.
Everyone gets exposed to the same elements. It's like, it's not always the same playing field. You might, you might have nicer shoes.
Sure.
You might have more money. Like,
Absolutely.
Like in mountain running.
But I agree with you on one thing, that like boxing's just you and the other guy.
It's an honest sport.
Yeah.
And what I loved was there was nowhere to hide. But Brad, I want to talk about some of the training and how people prep for things like this, because there may be somebody who wants to jump from a 10 to a 21K or 5 to a 10K, right? And I can say it now, I'm not sponsored by Brad. We have a professional relationship. I pay for all of my sessions, but it works. And I mean, I'm excited because last time I did a 1352, I actually didn't train properly. I did none of this. I was just running. And I was a savage at the time. I was conditioned. You must keep in mind, I mean, I was doing 100 milers, 250Ks, 100Ks, 50Ks.
So what's the most you've ever done? Like what distance?
250. I've done that 3 times.
And what time?
How many days?
Oh, that was the shortest I've ever done it in is a day and like, I don't know, close to 24 hours.
Okay, so my thing is that now,
But that's ugly. That's Draken's.
So do you set up camp?
That race, no. That race is quite ugly because I actually prefer that style of racing to what we did on the weekend because this is a little more sprint style. I like when it's basically what they call adventure racing.
Okay.
Here's a GPS. There are the mountains. We'll see you on the finish line. That's what I prefer.
So wait, you did a day continuously or did you...
Oh, yeah. So in that race, you have to stop, I think, every 18 hours. I stand to be corrected. You have to stop for 6 hours. So what's quite cool about that, really, when you get into the long distance stuff, like 250, 300, there's 500K races, is that you have to make decisions. So I nearly died 2 years in a row in this race. But let me tell you what happened. So in that style of racing, compared to what we had on the weekend, is you can make tactical decisions. So you might say, you know what, it's getting a bit dark, but I kind of know these trails, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack light because I think I'll get to the next aid station and I'll rest there. Both times I tried to do that, I didn't eat enough. I was tired. I probably should have stayed at base camp and gone in the morning again. And what kills you in these races, it's never not being fit enough. It's the fatigue. Like, because part of training is to realize, and when everything's pumping, you don't realize how tired you are. And you need to respect that in those proper races because everybody always thinks, oh, people die because of starvation in mountains. That's not what kills people. 99% of cases are fatigue, and you make bad decisions. So in those races, what I love about those races is there's real consequences. There's real consequences.
Literally life or death.
In real time. Like real though. Like real. And there's no one... What I love about the sport is there's no one coming to save you. Even in this race, right, on Table Mountain, like... Imagine they've got to come save you in the weather I had.
Oh my goodness.
If I break my leg up there, they're probably coming in the morning.
Yeah.
So you're there on your own.
You have to be, bro. And I kind of like that because, to be honest, is our lives are so sheltered here. Like I have I don't have the nicest house in the world, but I have a nice house which doesn't...
Soft life, yeah.
It doesn't leak. You got
electricity.
I don't have to forage for my food. Like on a very primal level, it serves a part of me that the world I live in daily and grew up in, quite frankly, because my parents murdered themselves to give me a middle-class upbringing, is that there's still a savage in all of us, like Absolutely. We are animals. We need to experience that. Like it's difficult to explain to people the pleasure of
the satisfaction
that raw...
You have to taste it first.
You know what I mean?
Once you've tasted it, then that's what you keep drawing yourself back to.
Yeah.
So that means, like, are you... ready to climb, like, let's say Kilimanjaro or something like that, or would you ever do that?
To be honest, that's so easy now. Like I could do that, but that's
Everest.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'd do any of those big mountains. I mean, honestly, I know people that have done not Everest, but the other big mountains,
like Aconcagua.
Yeah, they're called them the 7 Peaks, right?
Yeah.
It's mountaineering's not that hard. Like all you need is lots of money, and I know people. I'm like, really?
Would you really? But would you consider doing Everest? Because they say Everest, like they say that one takes the cake.
It's actually safe now, hey. Table Mountain takes more people than Everest every year. So in terms of death, people don't know this, but it doesn't appeal to me.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't appeal to me because it's very safe now. If you have enough money, there's people carrying your bags.
Get the best Sherpa, yeah.
No, but seriously, I mean, there's a route for Kilimanjaro called the Coca-Cola route. You know what I mean? So it's not really my thing, bro. I like traversing mountains light, but it's an awesome thing. Now there are solo guys who do that stuff, and I'll tell you a story another time of being trapped in Patagonia. I've been trapped to the Chilean and Argentine side in the snow.
You told me, but not on the show.
Yeah, and listen, I've been trapped on both sides, and to watch the apex predators. Like,
do it.
Because I'm like, oh my God, we're going to die. We're in a snowstorm. They're like, no, we'll set up over there because of this. And they climbed for North Face at the time. So these are my friends, right? And they are
doing it.
They're the apex. No, they are real animals.
They're next level.
Like, they're more comfortable up there they're safer there than being in
So, like, for you, ultimate, like when it comes to endurance and the stuff that you do, what is the goal? Like your ultimate race, the one that you say, okay, this is the blue chip. This is what I've been training for.
For me or for the world?
Both, actually. Let's put it.
I mean, for the world, they talk about UTMB or some of the American stuff. That's not really my thing. I think I'd probably want to get into some adventure race kind of stuff, like sort of the God Zone, because then you're talking about being a hybrid athlete. You've got to be able to paddle. You've got to be able to cycle, and then you're starting to get into 500k stuff.
Oh,
and it takes a different beast. Although I'm fortunate enough to know a team that was the best in the world for a long time. I have quite a close working relationship with them. They reckon some 100-milers are tougher than doing a 500k adventure race, and they were the best in the world at what they did. I mean, when the Eco Explorer Challenge came out, they dominated the world for a little bit. The two brothers in particular, they've said they've done 100-milers where they would far rather be doing an adventure race than 100-milers. So it's a different thing. So I'm not sure, bro. I just want to keep doing my thing in the 100-miler space. But Brad, I do want to talk about the training because it's important. The conditioning is important, and maybe we can quickly talk through some of the stuff you focused on with me and what you might recommend for people.
Everyone's base should always be figuring out what your weak points are, the things that could lead to injury. You figure those out first. You iron those out by teaching movement patterns, the works. Then from there, You start building baseline strength with a little bit of stability. And then we get into metabolic work. So you have to go through the full route. Otherwise, you are wasting your time and you are going to break. Okay, so always injury prevention first. Iron out the creases. Then work on your stabilizers and your stability and just like movement awareness, and then you get to cook it, like we did with you.
Yeah.
Where eventually we got to a state where I would just leave you on the stairs for 45 minutes, or on the watt bike, tell you that you had to hit a certain wattage for a certain period of time, and leave you, because that's where you're going to be on your race day.
Yeah.
You have to place that individual towards the end phase of their training. You have to place them in that deep, dark place that they have to get used to.
Okay.
Yeah. And it helped so much. I got to tell you, when I was like, now I'm starving. And the other thing that's quite difficult to explain is that in those conditions, you get so cold, right? So like I was so cold is people always say, oh, why don't you just, even if you've got a bar here, just grab it. But I'm so cold, I can't close my hand, right?
Oh my
like
goodness.
it's that cold.
That makes sense, yeah.
And now my mind is just thinking, I just want to get home now.
Yeah.
Get me the hell out of here.
Yeah, and also like all of this stuff plays into it, but that's my fault. Eat. I should have eaten properly. Like that's not what I love about this sport is, just like real life, is there's actually nowhere to hide. And what I love is the mountain does not care. I can make those excuses and be a crybaby up there and oh, I should have eaten. Oh, but you know how it goes. No. I should have eaten.
Yeah.
Like that is all on me. Nobody said don't take 2 extra minutes to get a bar out, get your bag off your back, relax, compose yourself, rush of blood to the head. And it cost me then. And
the thing is, you've been doing this for a long time as well.
yeah, exactly.
You should know. You should be learned enough to do that. But then it's also the effort of stopping.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to get home, but no, you actually just need to stop. Getting someone just to calm themselves down enough to make a rational decision when you're in a big state of stress, that's difficult.
And to your point, you know what came out for me is that I realized I've been out of the game for 4 years because part of conditioning, people always think, oh, purely physical.
Repetition, man.
But if I was in the middle of a 6 cycle, because I was doing 6 races a year of this length and more. So you like you're saying, I'm in that. Obviously, like you're feeling a bit tired, just. But it wasn't there. That muscle memory wasn't there.
Yep.
You know.
I was just thinking, I can't picture, Brad, I think he has the same demeanor all the time. I can't picture him being hard on you when you're training. Always hard on you with with that boyish element.
No, he's a professional. You know what the pleasure of training with somebody like Brad is. And I really, really struggle with finding trainers because it's very, very rare to find somebody who's been a professional athlete who's also a scientific pro. Like a lot of them are... Because what you have to do, and what I love about working with Brad, it's not standard for everybody. You have to manage different personalities differently.
Absolutely.
And Brad knows what it takes to get to he's played at a world level, which is professional sport. Now, he's been in the 1%. So not only does he know what it takes to be on the athlete side, but now he understands how to get inside the mind of that athlete. Because I've been there. Brad knows what it's like in those ugly places. And he knows the price you have to pay if you want to go there. But he also knows the price of somebody who just wants to run a 5K. You know, because he's also with that demographic and trusts his science. So for me, I don't think with my personality, and Brad embraces this, is that there's certain people you have to manage, there's certain people you don't. It's like he understands a little bit where my buttons are, and that's what it's about, right? You're in the people business, but Brad, maybe I'm wrong.
No, you're completely right. I know that I don't need to worry about you working hard. That's not an issue. It's the small tweaks and the technical stuff. That's the important stuff where you need to be watched.
Yeah.
So those are the little cues that I try and focus on. I can leave you for 3 hours, go to the shop, take a nap in the car.
That does happen. That has happened this morning. We're not going to say who.
I can leave
there
you
was
to
a
do
snitch,
that.
yeah.
That's the point. I can leave you.
Yeah.
With other individuals, some people cop out early as well. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that happens more often than not. So you're actually in a space, and you're in an easy space to manage. But the only difficult thing is getting you to slow down. I'm trying to get you to slow down, like with Devin. Devin doesn't like to slow down. If he's in it, he wants to go. So all the other important stuff, that's the stuff that gets neglected. You were still doing that.
Yeah. And listen, this is important, and I'm excited. And maybe you can talk about this. Is for me, as much as it became a little bit about obviously the ego side, but I kind of let that go at about 13 hours, because at about 14 and a half was when I could feel, okay, you know what, this thing's not going to be what it was. And then at about 15 hours was when I kind of hit, kind of started leaving UCT. And this is where I made all of my mistakes, was that the conditioning came through so much. And I was really thinking about some of the training sessions. And that's what got me through, you know, is like, you can go back mentally to the training. Like, okay, my legs are hurting, but I've done this before, you know?
Like one day that pops up into my brain is, I left you on the watt bike. You had to do I think it was a 45-minute cycle at 175 watts on average. And that was hard for you. I knew it was going to be hard for you. And when I got back, you literally said, couldn't do it. It broke me. But you still kept at 150.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was happy about that. But that's something that pops into my brain as to where you were. And I'm sure at that 15-hour mark, you must have got to that deep, dark place to be like, fuck, I'm just trying my best.
Yeah.
Just to keep it going. And you did.
And it don't stop, because I'm quite excited about where I can go next. If this is what I can produce, really, I mean, probably at about 10% of my potential.
And you were sick just before that.
Yeah.
Like, you can't disrespect that. You were sick.
Yeah. But no excuses. And what I love, I think I did what I could. And that's a pretty satisfying feeling. Like, obviously finishing the race is cool, but there's nothing more satisfying for me in the world than doing what you can. Like, I just want to do my best. Like, I really, I'm not into, I don't think I'm going to be Jim Wormsley, this crazy American guy won in, I think, 9 hours 47.
Yeah.
And
What?
10 Ks an hour.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, but there's another level. I just, now I'm excited to see, hey, what's my potential for real? If I can, like, I felt pretty good for 70% of this race. What is my potential?
Nice.
And that's an exciting journey to be going on over the next sort of 5 years even.
Yeah, well, I reckon by the end of the year, well, not this year, obviously, but next year,
Yeah.
we'll get you to a space where you're going to be extremely uncomfortable, but you'll still have to think.
Yeah.
And that's a good place to be. That would have changed your experience in your last 20 Ks now in this race. Because that's where you switched off. Because you went into survival mode.
Yeah.
And you freaked the hell out.
Yeah.
Now we need to play with that place.
And that's what you got to do. That's the price of greatness. Robin Badger says, who is your barber, Brad?
Actually, my girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so during lockdown, I made a bet with my girlfriend. Well, not bet, it was a deal.
Yeah.
You couldn't go to barbers, you couldn't go to hairdressers, and I bought a set of clippers. Said to her, if you call, firstly she cut my hair. She did a really good job. She watched one YouTube video.
Okay.
She's annoying. She's so good at everything.
Yeah.
But she cut my hair well that day. I said, from this day forth, I will never pay for another haircut, but I'll pay for every salon. Every time you go to get your hair done, I'll pay for that.
I see. Yeah.
Best deal ever made. I get my hair cut every 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
She does it. She gets hers done like twice a year.
This
Best
is
deal
a
ever made.
great trade-off.
The thing is, also, like white guys' hair, difficult. I had a guy in high school. There's a guy there that used to cut his own hair and used to give himself like pretty decent haircuts. Yeah, Tyler.
White guy.
Yeah, mirror.
That's my. I couldn't do that.
No, that's crazy. So shout out to your lady. That's a good pick. Did you know that she had that potential early on?
She, from the second I met her, she can do anything. You put a challenge out ahead of her, everything else gets pushed aside, and she does that thing, and she'll make sure she do it properly.
Jesus, you've hit the jackpot there. James, your girlfriend cut your hair? No, you don't. You got to go to the West End. I forget this. Ugh, it's such a nightmare every time James has to get a haircut.
Correct.
It is such a nightmare. Like,
All the way to the West Rand.
just change your barber. Like,
No,
I like the way my hair's done.
No,
where it's done.
James, I understand.
how would you know? You only get it done every 9 months.
Hey. Do you lose sleep about where I get my hair cut?
Yes, he does.
Well, a little
Well,
bit.
then that's
A
a
little bit. I'm like,
YouTube.
oh, this guy's on camera looking like a gorilla.
James, I understand. Like he hits a Ledwadi, so anybody can hit a Ledwadi. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But like,
Well, although I've seen bad shaved heads because they don't line you up. Not anybody can do it.
but like I understand, James. Like, guys, do you know when you cheat on your barber? It's you feel dirty.
Change your barber to closer to where you live, though, James. I mean, it's like your haircuts are on fleek, but I mean, come on, Paul.
It's the price you pay.
How much sleep do you lose over?
He loses sleep over you quite a bit.
What's that? How much sleep do I lose over?
Like me having my hairdresser in the West Rand.
So it's just about you, huh? I'll get my hair cut when I want. Are you being an independent woman right now?
I am.
Because you never think to yourself, I wonder if my mom watches this show. I wonder what she thinks of what I look like. You never think that. You're like, I'm just expressing myself.
No, but wait, you didn't answer the question.
How much sleep do I lose?
Yes.
A little bit, because you're on the show and I'm like, oh, that guy looks, is that a gorilla? Is that Superman?
You always think about the show, hey?
Yeah. I'm like, a handsome face guy, why is he hiding himself? Or James, I tell you what, you can release me from this. Are you feeling vibes in that moment?
Am I feeling?
Vibes. Like when you're not cutting your hair and whatever, and it's full beard mode. Or you just like, oh, it's vibes.
What, like
I don't care, yeah.
Today is.
No, just in general, so that I don't lose sleep anymore. When you like, it's all a mess now.
When
and it happens often.
Yeah, when things have progressed to a state of messiness.
Yeah, what do you think?
I am like, I need to sort this out, but then I'm also like, I got too much stuff to do, and then I'm like,
well, what do you have to do?
And then
well, what's the too much stuff? Tell me what your.
I actually, I work more than you. I was working yesterday.
Yeah.
On something that I can't mention.
Yeah, okay.
I also worked last weekend.
Okay.
And the weekend before that. And after the show, I don't just go home and then put on Netflix and relax. I still work until like 6, 7.
So you're telling me you have a normal job?
Huh?
You're telling me you have a normal job? That's what you've just told me.
You asked, I gave you an answer.
Yeah, I'm saying that's just a normal job. That's not, I've got a lot to do.
Okay.
You know what that's like? It's like saying, all right, well, my mom made me a sandwich and I ate it. No, well, you don't get to say I ate it as like you did the work. You're making it sound like you've done...
But it's not my fault that barbers are closed by the time I'm done working during the week, though. So...
Do you want someone to come to the show to get your...
What? Closed?
Do I want
you can start at your barber.
someone to come here and get your haircut? They can come to you.
No, because when I do my thing, it's like my weekend thing. I'm chilling, I'm vibes.
Unbelievable.
Vibes.
It's unbelievable with this guy. It's always something.
I'm sorry it makes you guys lose sleep. I really am.
No. Well, now I won't because you don't care. So now I'm not invested anymore. I'm like you've now released me. You're saying, relax, bro. I'm fine. Is that what you say?
Have you ever tried to tell your bird to relax?
James, when was the last time you said that? You know, it's always worked with. I've got the solution for you, James. Next time your girlfriend comes at you, why didn't you?
Relax.
Right.
Hey,
relax.
With the hand. Do it with the hand.
Just chill. Like, you know what your problem is?
Chill out, mom.
You need to relax.
It's like telling your mom to chill.
No, you're crazy. Calm down. Oh, that always works. Calm down. James, next time you escalate a situation with your lady and she starts to get that way and she gets a lot, just say, calm down. See how that goes.
She'll do that white woman.
Pinch the earlobe story.
Yo, when you're out of... James, James, tell me you've had this one. I know you have. Out. You've had 4 beers already, so you're slick. And then you have one too many. You know when we've all done it, James, do not lie. When
you flip the switch.
No, you have that one too many.
You've crossed the Rubicon, yeah.
Let's talk. Do you want to talk about it? You know when white girls do that one. Let's go and talk about it. Uh-oh. You've done it, James. Do not lie.
Wait, are you saying are you asking?
I have.
I've been in a position where...
No, you're that guy. Like, you know when you go out, man, with your lady, it's a braai, or whatever it may be. Oh, you're out at, I don't know where funky cool kids like you hang out, but you're out with your lady, she's in a beautiful dress, and you start drinking at like 1, because it's a Saturday.
Yeah.
You're 5 beers in, dehydrated, and it's going well, it's cooking, it's moving and grooving, but she can tell that, hey, my man's moving a little quick, because also, what are you doing when she's not looking? Because the lads are here now as well. You've had 2 tequilas as well with every beer, and then she's like,
no, man.
James, I think, do you want some water? You know when she brings the water as well, she doesn't want to say you're drunk, because she knows how we get, you know how lads get. And she goes, James, what's the... Being that guy.
Of course he is.
He's lying.
Of course he is.
He's saying, no, you've never been drunk with your girlfriend where she had to talk to you.
Drunk, but like...
You've never embarrassed your girlfriend in public because you were too drunk.
Please.
That's lying. Why would you lie to me, James?
Okay, I'm lying.
Are you the best boyfriend in the world?
Yeah, probably, evidently.
Really, James? So what, you...
I promise you.
Perfect boyfriend?
I swear, dude.
So every problem in your relationship's your girlfriend is what you say?
Oh, careful. Careful.
James, you should
got
not
a break.
You should not.
Careful.
Smart. James, you're a hell of a lot smarter than you look. You're smart not to answer that one. Because if he answers that one, that's a tough what? That's a tough month.
If you're lucky.
Dog box.
That'll be tough. And she's from the West End. She's from the Northwest. She lives on the farms. She will smack James in the face. He knows this. James, am I right? Afrikaans skill.
Quick one to the mouth.
Afrikaans skills will punch you in the face, and it's not abuse. That's because guys get that way sometimes. You need that discipline. You know what I'm saying, my man? It's the MKT Show. I went to the bathroom in the break and it was murder because my quads, it's not good.
Oh,
It's gonna be about a week. It's gonna be about a week of walking like a penguin.
leg day every day.
Yeah, so it's tough. James, yeah, I'm saying.
I hate it when I run 100Ks and my quads are on fire.
Can you spell 100 Ks? You can't even count to 100.
Oh, that was so quick.
Yeah,
How did you think of that one so fast?
Well, are you guys having a bit of internal issues?
Apparently.
Well,
I don't know where it was
It's
coming
because
from.
you're a snitch, James.
No, I don't. Like, James can't count to 100. James couldn't do simple maths the other day
It's true. I can't
Quick
count
maths.
to 100.
because he doesn't have the facilities for that big man.
What happened? Well, how come you couldn't count to 100? Was I here for this?
No, you weren't.
Was this when Paolo had
Yeah.
taken over?
Yeah.
Great show, by the way, Thursday, Friday.
But Paolo couldn't do maths on the show the other day either. But you don't say anything about that.
But Paulo can do a lot of things. Like, you can file a tax return.
You guys are having a bit of internal issues.
Bro, these guys didn't know when a leap year was.
Who?
James and Paulo. That was the most incredible thing was.
No, but James, I'm not shocked.
Paolo.
James, you know, meeting James is one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me.
Same,
because James is capable of saying anything
It's actually...
and going with it.
No, but that's Ryan. Ryan's just James on steroids.
No. Ryan's just more forthright. But when you start talking to James, you go, or at least I go, maybe because we're so polar opposite, and it's what I enjoy about being around James, is that he'll say things and I'm like, I wonder where his mind started in order for this to be the
End result.
The end result. Like, what did he eliminate for him to say this? And I love that about James. Because for James, it's like, no, that's obviously, that's how it is.
standard.
And then I'm like, wow.
That's asinine.
Well, just wow now. I don't even, like, I've had to suspend judgment. Because otherwise, then you know, I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, I can see. Now you've started to understand more. That's why you don't bully him as much.
No, because also, James and there's a guy called Barrett that we work with.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They're quite similar, actually. Is you can't meet them. You have to experience them. I always say...
It is an experience, eh?
The thing about James is you have to experience him. A lot of people see him on the show and I get some DMs like, is he really like that? And I'm like, yeah, no, that's exactly what he's like all the time. That is what he is all the time.
No.
Hey, what's that?
It's totally not.
No, it's what you like all the time. To me, anyway. I don't...
I come across as...
As? Whoa, how do you come across?
On the show, I come across as a real idiot.
Who said that?
No, I just know I do.
Well, no, why?
What's the story?
Be more open-minded. Why would you say you come across as an idiot?
Be all open-minded, huh?
But who said that? Or what? Okay.
No, I just know that I don't have the what's the word here? The conventional way of thought.
Nobody does, though.
That's to say the least.
Hey?
That, yeah, I think
putting it mildly.
Exactly.
You're saying the least possible. But
Yeah,
go ahead.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I come across as fairly unintelligent because I can't count to 100 also, apparently.
Prove us wrong.
But I like to think I know some stuff.
But I didn't say you were stupid. I just said you shock me.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. You say that's exactly what he's like. Some of the stuff I say just to be annoying or funny.
No. But I think you think that. It's like
yeah, exactly.
I mean, Senzo's also like that, and Barrett's also like that. Like this, but also I realize now that I'm also strange. We're all strange in our own way, because I'm like, wow, I wonder. Okay, that's some people see the world like that. Wow, that's amazing to me. Everyone, all of you guys are like that. It's kind of what I like about the show, you know.
You as well. Like everybody's
sure.
like, really?
Yeah, no, but James is exactly, folks. Do not listen to James. I mean, I got to disagree with him here. He's exactly like that all the time. But I didn't say you were stupid, James. Just to be clear.
Nobody did. Yeah.
Just like, should we clear that up, James? Because I think you think I was saying you're like a little bit of an idiot, you know.
That's not what I was saying at all.
Oh, okay. No, you said you come across as
you
stupid.
did say that.
That's not what I was saying.
That's what I said, but I'm saying that's not what you were saying.
No, it's not what I was saying. It's just there are incredible things where sometimes I think,
wow, that's sensational.
Like, what about books? You know, I've always thought that about you a little bit. Has he considered that? You know, sometimes I think that quite often. Except when it's philosophy, James, because you know quite a lot about that.
Oedipus and stuff.
What happened to educating MKT? People are saying you thought you were going to bring it back.
I also thought we were bringing it back. But then you never put it in the running order for... Remember, like last week or something?
No, but
I was
let's...
like, cool, I'll do it tomorrow.
When are you going to do it? Okay, let's commit now.
Okay. When do you want to do it?
As soon as possible. James, if there's one thing you know about me is I like learning. Be honest.
Can we do...
Whenever. You just...
Wednesday?
Surprise me. Because the problem, James, here is I don't want you putting yourself in the same situation you put yourself in for the gym thing and the 21K, because you put yourself in a bind and then you have to... The divorce is always ugly, you know what I mean? I don't want you to have to go back on it. So let's not say Wednesday. Let's put it in the plan, and when it happens, we'll both be surprised. You know what I mean? But it has to come back. Educating MKT has to come back at some stage before the end of the year. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So Senzo, you weren't here for educating MKT.
I used to hear it on the show.
On the podcast. It was incredible. I learned, man, oh man, did I learn a lot of stuff. All right, welcome. Give me some of that music so I can tell people where I was right, where I was wrong. You know, lots happened this weekend. Mm-hmm. You happy with the 1-1 victory for Man United? 36% ball position?
Does nothing for either team.
I mean, Man United are terrible, aren't they? That's
but like...
hilarious.
Okay, my thing is, MKT, what did you expect us to do?
No, you've been doing that for 5 years.
No, but what did you expect us to do?
No, exactly what you did.
Then you come out, you go all gung-ho, you get a Liverpool. Not again.
You don't need that kind of...
But like, you know, we were so passive.
You're terrible. But you know what's funny? Is that's what you've been for 5 years, actually, but people won't admit it. Is you've been playing 2 holding mids for 5 years.
Dude, we were playing with 3 on the weekend.
No, you were playing 7 at the back. Like, solidly at the back. It was hilarious. It was like playing Norwich. Let me tell you where I was right. The Cowboys are alive, folks. It's official now. You cannot go and lose to the Raiders after they've just had a coach fired. One of their wide receivers is in big legal trouble. They've let him go. That situation's exploding, and the Cowboys are the biggest lie and frauds in the NFL. I told you, I was dead right about that. And Dak Prescott is not the guy. You're not going to the promised land with Dak Prescott. Where I was wrong, the LA Rams are the Cowboys of the NFC West. They're also a lie. Big show, like the coach has big energy. It's a lie. All of it's a lie. I was wrong. The LA Rams are not doing anything. Aaron Rodgers, he's a liar himself, but he's taking care of business. He is the quarterback. He won't get vaccinated, but he will certainly take care of business because he is the quarterback, the guy right now, the apex. Shout out to the Packers. Where I was right, we saw this weekend what the difference between Man City and Chelsea is that the bench from Man City is too strong. When you got Riyad Mahrez on song now, means Grealish gets time to rest up and really will be a new signing in January. Chelsea don't have that firepower off the bench. They don't. I listen, I'm a Chelsea fan, but that's where the difference is going to come. I think Man City are going to win this thing quite easily. That was a sensational performance as conditions got tougher. So I think they'll outlast Chelsea just because of the depth of quality is unbelievable for Man City. Where I was wrong, Thiago Silva is an absolute Rolls Royce. I was worried about him coming into the league, the pace, the physicality. But when you're a legend, it actually doesn't matter. He's got a cheat code into the game. You've seen with Cristiano Ronaldo, he's back at United. People said the league will be too fast. He's too old. Rubbish. When you're great, it's different. They're not the same as us. Thiago Silva's in that class. He's an absolutely different guy. Where I was right, Spurs are a mess beyond the manager. They lost to a team who don't even have a full name as their team name. So they're probably going to be out of the Conference League. It's got nothing to do with Antonio Conte. Listen, the Lord Jesus Christ himself from Bethlehem isn't saving Spurs. They are a complete and utter shambles, and we love to see it. Shout out for that year and a bit you paid me money. It was awesome. Where I was wrong, Bruno Lage is doing it. They are 6th of 13 games. Wolves are real. Wolves are a real team with the real depth, with a great agent basically owning them. It's Portugal's B team, and I was wrong. I thought they were going to fall apart after Nuno. It's looking sensational. Where I was right, Cristiano Ronaldo, I told you immediately when he signed, he's going to create tension. Not because he's a bad guy, because he's demanding. And Man United are not in a place where you can put demands on people. We all have brothers, sisters, and friends who are not in a place in their lives where you can put demands on them, because all it does is most of us think, oh, if you put demands on people, they'll rise to it. Not always, because where are they? You have to meet them where they are. And Cristiano Ronaldo wants to win. Manchester United are rebuilding. I was dead right. I told you there would be tension, and it's organizational. And I thought there was a great clip from Roy Keane and Jamie Carragher where you can see that organizational tension I was talking about. Where I was wrong, Antonio Rudiger is about as proper as it gets in the league right now. I'm not saying he's the best centre-back in the league. I don't think he is, but he's proper. And I thought he was a little loose for the Premier League, but he's starting to deliver the goods. He's physical. He's consistent now. And Chelsea are going to have to... he's going to really make them pay, because he's worth it. The last 18 months, he's been sensational, especially under Tuchel. He's been absolutely brilliant. Where I was right, Aaron Basaka is not good enough to be at Manchester United. It's not about the penalty. It's like... I only got to see the second half. I rewatched the second half. I flew in last night and I missed the whole game, but I decided to watch the second half. That's not good enough for Manchester United. Not at right back, not in this world we live in. He's the 6th best English right back. No, listen to me again. He's the 6th best English right back. And even then I'm being kind, because let's see what Lamptey's like after he recovers from a massive injury. So then he might be the 7th best. Because the problem with Aaron Wan-Bissaka is once he crosses the halfway line going forward, he gets a nosebleed. He couldn't cross a rope. And that now, you have to be in that world, folks. You've got to be Danny Alves light, and that's got to be non-negotiable. Like, you don't want to be Trent Alexander-Arnold, where you forget that you're a defender first, which is why Trent Alexander-Arnold will never make the England team, because Kyle Walker and Reece James understand their core responsibility. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, the problem here is this: at Man United, you can have no technical deficiencies. And part of the problem with Aaron Wan-Bissaka is that, you know, in football, when you say technique, people always think of what they can see. The ball striking, the crossing on the run, those little things. But part of good technique is body shape, right? So has to be what it is. I was fortunate to be in an academy at 10 years old. For defenders, you must have something called body shape. If you listen to commentators carefully, they'll tell you the defender got caught square. The amount of times that happens to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and what getting caught square, for those who you may or may not know this, you cannot be facing chest on to the game, right? Yeah. Is you've got to be at 45 is what the great ones can be absolutely this way, but at 45 at least, because what you need to do is give yourself the rigidity to check the man behind you, especially at wing back, and you need to still be able to see the game, plus the ball striker. If you're square, you can't see anything, and he gets caught out of position far too much. And I was dead right. Aaron Wan-Bissaka nowhere near you. It's Manchester United, and you got that, folks. You can't have Brighton's right back being better than the Man United right back. I'm sorry, that ain't going to work. And too many times now, you know how I know he's always out of position? He's slide tackling all the time. Shouldn't be doing that. Shouldn't be catching up to the game. Lastly, where I was wrong, Ben White looks like a top 8 quality centre-back. Now, I say top 8 because Arsenal fans must relax as well. Like, it's not the end of the season yet. You are doing well, but you're still a top 8 club. Let's see if you can finish above 8th. Because I like evidence. The last 2 seasons, Arsenal have been 8th. So it's not me being a hater. People always say I'm an Arsenal hater. The last 2 seasons you've been 8th. That's what you are in my mind. There's a long way to go in the season. You think Man United aren't going to come in the transfer market in January? You better be joking. You think Newcastle aren't going to come in the transfer market in January? Let's see how you live there. Brighton might push on in the transfer market in January. Let's see how Arsenal hold up. The Bukayo Saka injury is massive. It is massive to what Arsenal do. That young man is absolutely brilliant.
That team.
And possibly has the best high top. He's got that, Nigerian guys in there and that high top.
Nah, no,
him and Callum Hudson-Odoi. He's also Nigerian, eh?
Yeah. Or
That box.
Reece James as well.
No, but Reece James, he's on that BBW.
Let's talk about how rubbish Timo Werner is. You can't finish a sentence, bro. Let's be honest.
No, not good. Not good what I saw. But look, I mean, he's just come back from injury. Here we go. Breaking news, Sky Sports. Sky Sports News, still somehow pixelated logo. Don't understand it. But breaking news, Manchester United have announced Ralph Rangnick as their interim manager. It's maybe the worst kept secret in the world.
Yeah, well, it's not really breaking.
Are you ecstatic?
I want to see what he offers.
What are your feelings on this? Like,
No, good, man. Good.
really?
Just one.
I don't get it. I mean, we're going to talk about it. We might as well talk about it now. So, breaking news. James, what are you thinking? Because you're a Liverpool
Doesn't
fan.
know Ralph Rangnick.
It's Manchester United. Does it matter? I mean, they're so far back now. I was just looking. Where are United? 17 points? 19 points? How many?
Did
18.
you say Manchester who?
Doesn't even know who Ralph Rangnick is. Let the real soccer guys talk.
Not the point.
That's just
Get a club that can win a game.
All right.
But
I
now,
like
James,
it.
what do you think? Just like,
What do I
this
actually
is
think
so
of it?
crazy. Like, why are Manchester United...
I think it's
It's almost like I'm in the Matrix. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's Manchester United with an interim manager, 12 games in the season. That's hilarious. That's like Watford. You're moving like Watford, right?
no, but that's not even the worst part. So he's going to be the interim, right, for the rest of this campaign.
Maybe.
Then, so that's what the rest of it. I was looking now through Twitter. So he's signed on until the end of the campaign if he does well.
Yeah.
But then he's still going to stay at the club for another 2 years on a consultancy basis.
Yep.
There's so much going on there. It's like employing an accountant to be your HR person at the end of the year. Do you know what I mean? I know, James, I know exactly what you're saying because I would understand it if it was Newcastle.
Yes. Yeah.
This is freaking Manchester United. What is going on? This is where it's come to. Senzo, I mean, you're a Man United fan. Mm-hmm. What are you feeling?
Good, man. It's fine. We're not worried about you guys. You guys worry about your own houses. Like, laugh, do whatever. I don't care.
What are you thinking?
Don't worry.
Chelsea and Liverpool must just keep winning?
Well, you guys take care of your business. Some guys, they win one title. Now they're the loudest Stokes on
Definitely
earth.
sounds like you don't care. So
No, you see.
But what are you... No, but come, get serious now. Manchester United can't be having an interim manager, dude.
What else do you expect us to do, bro? As I said, worry about your house, bro.
I'm not worried about us. There's nothing to worry about. We're top of the league. I'm asking you now. You, 8th place?
Cool.
It's not cool.
No. Chelsea was supposed to roll us over. Tennis scores. What? This is awkward now.
For who?
Oh, well, for people that said we're going to get rolled over by Chelsea, I said, dude, we haven't lost to Chelsea in a while.
No manager has beaten United since Ollie's time, eh?
No what?
From Chelsea. And yeah, you guys are undefeated against Chelsea. It was a 1-1 victory for United.
No, what do you mean 1-1 victory? The point does you more. It's the first time you scored against us in how long?
I'm saying you won.
No, it's an improvement on your guys' pod. We digressed.
What were the stats? Give me 65%. It was like playing Norwich.
That's fine, but like for you guys, you haven't scored against us in a while and stuff like that. And yeah, so like you guys, yeah, cute. Proud of London. Cool, that side.
Okay, don't worry about Chelsea being top of the league. Don't worry about that. That's one thing, right? I'm asking you now, as a Manchester United fan, does this matter? Like, what does it do for you? Here's what I don't get. What's the thinking? Like, what can he do? You're not getting in the top 4 now. Like, that's gone.
We're not getting in the top 4?
No chance.
Okay.
So, wait, are you saying you're going to be top 4?
Yeah, of course we're going to be top 4.
there's no chance.
That's unbelievable.
No way.
I love it.
These Manchester United fans.
I love it. No, I love it.
Wait.
I love it. No, okay, we won't get into top 4.
No, tell me everything.
We won't. No, we're not getting into top 4.
This is incredible. All right, let's do this now.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Premier League. All right.
We're not getting into top 4. Right, Oaks. Cool.
This is
No, we're not getting into top 4.
Sure.
James.
Listen, James, I don't condone violence, but if we get in top 4, I get to slap you, right?
This
Yes
is
or
so.
no?
So
A, no, and B,
Yeah,
I know I like to hate on Manchester United
come
a
on.
lot,
No,
but
no,
there's no way.
they haven't won a game in 5, by
There's
the way.
no way.
We're getting into top 4.
There's no shot.
We are getting into top 4.
Okay, so who you gonna? You got to do better than the following. Are you catching Chelsea?
Yeah, no, man, come on, don't be silly.
Are you catching Man City?
Don't be silly.
Are you catching Liverpool?
Don't be silly.
Are you catching West Ham?
Yes.
Okay, so West Ham are currently 5 points above you.
How many games have been played?
13.
Yeah, because 5 points after 12 games is a huge deficit. Go on, yeah?
Arsenal.
Yes, come on.
So
We're
you,
playing them on Thursday anyway, by the way, yeah?
and your thoughts?
Winning 2-0. Next.
Beating Arsenal.
Yeah,
Light work.
it's Arsenal.
This is.
And
Wait,
I'm
so-
a wounded Manchester. It's Arsenal. Come on, bring them.
James, I didn't expect this. Is it? But are all Man United fans thinking?
No, but the thing is, like, you guys expect us to calm down and be... Nah, bro, come
Can
on.
I
Man.
ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Um,
I'm gobsmacked.
this Arsenal football club that you were talking down about at the beginning of the season,
Yeah.
about how they're a flop and they're the new Newcastle and blah blah blah. You are aware that your form has been worse and you are below them
Yeah,
by a couple of positions.
it's fine.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
It's all right, my man.
Okay,
Man United it's incredible. You're 5 points behind. So wait, no man, Senzo, come on. We're all grown-ups. What are you talking about top 4?
Top 4.
Where? In what league? PSL?
No, Premier League.
Am I a joke to you? Is this...
Clearly, we're a joke to you. After 12 games, you guys are panicking. We're not even halfway through the season. Guys are scrambling. Go ahead.
This is... James, have I died, right? And I'm having like a what's it? Like a, what do you call the experience?
It's fine. Listen, laugh all you want.
I'm not... No, but I can't believe you...
I'm laughing.
Is this guy... James, is Ashton Kutcher? Am I getting punked? This guy's not serious, eh?
Okay, fine. I'm not serious.
Sorry, you know what? Let me say it correct. You ain't serious, fam. James, is my man...
No man, Senzo.
What was in your coffee this morning? Pop?
Realistically, did
No, come on, bro. Senzo, come on. Now I'm starting to worry about your mental health.
Then worry all
You're
you
a
want.
mate of mine.
Worry about it.
realistically you genuinely
Yes.
think fourth?
So West Ham, Arsenal, Wolves,
Come on.
Spurs.
Come on. Spurs are on the mire. Come on, bro. Come on, Black.
I mean, they can't be that much in the mire if they're above you.
Yeah, James.
But
Because 12 games. Because 12 games says everything you need to know about the league.
okay,
Sure.
but what is it about Man United right now that you think will get you in the top 4?
Bro, the
like
quality.
you can't just
Listen,
say
dude, the quality. We've got too much quality.
where. I want to know this quality. No, tell
No,
me.
look at the squad, bro. Look at the squad.
Okay, let's go from the back. David De Gea.
Look at the squad.
Okay, well, hold on. David De Gea is as a Chelsea fan, I wouldn't take De Gea over what I've got, right? Would you take him over Edison?
No, but De Gea actually makes saves. It's just that he can't pass it out and stuff like that.
Okay, which is important in modern day football.
Well, yeah. But to make saves is also important.
Okay, but are you saying he's better than Edison?
No,
Okay, so you wouldn't take him over. I think he wouldn't. He's not better than Mendy, and he's not.
better than Becca, yeah.
So okay, so top 3, no way, huh?
Okay, yeah.
Is he any better? He's better than who's the West Ham Polish guy?
Fabianski.
Obviously, De Gea. Arsenal have Aaron Ramsey. Oh, not
Ramsdale.
Aaron Ramsdale.
De Gea still.
Better, hey?
But De Ramsdale makes some other saves as well.
Hugo Lloris.
Better.
Who's better, Hugo Lloris or De Gea?
De Gea.
De Gea is better, eh? So you
They're
think...
about the same, though.
Okay, so
They're about the same.
probably the 5th best keeper. Is he better than Kasper Schmeichel?
Yes.
Okay, so you'd say De Gea top 5 keeper, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so top 5 keeper, right back.
All right, back.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. No.
So he's not okay.
Yeah.
Okay, your centre backs
fully fit.
fully fit.
Rafael Varane, come on, bro. That's a Rolls
What?
Royce. That's a Rolls Royce.
According to what? though?
That's a Rolls
According to
Royce.
Real Madrid with
Dude,
Sergio
that's a
Ramos.
Rolls Come on, bro. That's a Rolls.
According to what?
Come
No.
on. No, come on. Mbulelo, come on. Let's not be silly now. Let's not be silly.
Yeah?
You would take Rafael Varane.
Where over who? No, wait,
I'm
wait,
over you. No,
wait,
I'm over,
wait,
I'm
wait,
over you. Yeah,
Over who?
Now all of a sudden, because he plays for United, he's not good enough
No,
anymore.
no,
Oh,
no,
come
no,
on,
no.
man.
Hold
Don't
on.
do that.
Hold on.
Don't do that.
I would take him where?
Don't do that.
I would take him where?
Is he world class or not?
Is he
world class?
replacing anyone at Chelsea?
Is he world class or not?
Is he replacing anyone at Chelsea?
Yes, of course.
Who?
Rudiger can go sit down. Can go sit down.
This guy! Do you know
Rafael
they just
Varane.
won the Champions League?
Do you know who Rafael Varane is? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
No, man.
Varane starts at Liverpool.
Maybe. Ahead of Matip.
Yeah, he starts at Liverpool.
Yeah, maybe. And even then, maybe.
Okay, is he world class or not?
I don't know if
James,
he's
is Rafael Varane world class or not? And don't be in your feels about it. Is he world class or not? You'd take him, right?
No, it's
rubbish.
honestly the same thing. Over who? Who am I taking him over?
Over John Matip and whoever, Gomez or whoever you guys play
But
with.
listen.
Come on, man. You guys are stupid. You guys are being stupid.
Hold on. Why would I replace people that have won with somebody I'm not sure about in the Premier League?
Okay.
No, but
Varane
answer
is
that. You
about-
can't just say, okay, like, why would I... Tony
Okay.
Rudiger's shown me he's a Champions League winner,
Okay,
centre-back.
cool. But you tell me that he's better than Varane.
Well, what have I seen from Varane?
Okay.
You're just saying, because you're looking at Varane with Ramos, with Cruz, like, now he's at Man United.
Have you seen Rudiger in a German shirt? Terrible. He's crap.
But what does that have to do with Chelsea?
Oh, come on. Come on. You see, now the argument, you
no,
change the
what does that
argument
have to do with
suit you.
Chelsea?
Huh?
No,
but you're saying, okay,
we're talking about the Premier League.
yeah, because look at the players that he's surrounded by in the Premier League. So you're saying Varane's only good surrounded by Ramos and that whole system. What if Rudiger's only good in Chelsea's system?
Well, great, because I'm a Chelsea fan. So, great, yes, I've seen that. I agree with you. I'm saying Varane isn't at Real Madrid anymore. He now has Scott McTominay and Fred.
Scott McTominay is good, bro.
Well, okay, but so you're telling me you're sure Rafael Varane is the guy? Based on what? In the
Dude,
Premier
he's
League?
world class. He's
in the
world
Premier
class.
League.
He's world class.
Okay, so Varane over
Based off his body of work.
Diaz,
No.
Laporte,
Yes.
Stones.
Yes.
Okay, I mean, weird, but okay, that's fine.
I'm telling you, what do you want me to say? It's Rafael Varane, guys. Rafael Varane. You guys don't have any respect, but let's move on.
Okay, I mean, I don't know what you're basing it off.
No.
Are you in your feelings?
No, not my feelings, guys. Come on. Rafael Varane is world class. You guys know he's world class.
I don't know that.
Okay.
But based on
Monero.
what? You can't just say, Senzo, this is
You've
your
seen,
thing. This is your thing.
No. You've seen him play.
Based on what?
You've seen his body of work. You've seen his career.
Where?
Madrid and France.
Okay.
France.
Okay, so go to Real Madrid. Look at what he had at
then
Marcelo.
France?
Animal.
And
Legendary.
then France.
Come on, bro. Conte, Matuidi, Pogba.
Okay, so you're saying he's shielded. Wait, so you're saying he's shielded.
No, I've seen him what it's like when everything's perfect. That now I'm saying, because you can't say, oh, let's bring the Real Madrid Rafael Varane here. Harry Maguire's not Sergio Ramos. There's nothing you can do about that. And unless you're saying he carried Sergio Ramos, then we're having a different conversation.
I didn't say that, no.
Okay, so then now you don't know, because now he's with Maguire. And Maguire, it's been Lindelof, it's been Bailly, it's been all these guys. It turns out Maguire's the problem. So, again, what do you know about centre-backs? And you had probably the most legendary
Pairs.
Vidic. It takes pairs.
Yeah.
So I don't, based off evidence, I'm not saying Varane's not a quality player. I'm saying we're in a different world now, pal, because there's no Toni Kroos to protect you.
My thing is that would you take him? Is he world class? Yes or no?
Would I take him over Christensen?
No. Would you take him? Is he a good footballer? Based on what you've seen?
No.
We're not comparing him.
The quality is not the problem. What I want to know is, I wouldn't take him at Chelsea over what I've got. I've already got world class at Chelsea. I've got Rudiger. I've got Christensen.
Okay.
I've got I've got Azpilicueta, who I love.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put him in my mix because the Premier League. This isn't.
Okay, fair.
You know what I mean. So Ryan Alex says Scott McTominay is good. No man, Senzo. That's the last.
He is good though.
Well, I mean, Ryan is saying.
Scott McTominay is good.
Yonda says, Mbulelo, I think maybe you are overstating the appointment and the 2 years consultancy. What is asked is to develop the coaching structure, which is missing that then get a manager to manage top 4 Man United. So Yonda agrees with you.
Yes, guys, you guys are being silly. It's 12 games in.
Yeah.
12 games in. 5 or 4th.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Okay, but must I tell you what I base my stuff off?
Okay.
This is something you cannot deny because it's numbers. In the last 8 seasons, are you aware that Manchester United have been in the Europa League 5 times?
Well, 2 of those because we've been eliminated in the Champions League in the group stages.
Okay, but that's what you are. 5 out of the last 8 seasons, can you deny that?
Cool.
So you're Europa League.
Okay. Last 5 seasons, where have we finished?
You tell me.
2nd,
Uh-huh.
4th,
Yeah.
3rd, 2nd.
6th.
Well, that was season before. We haven't finished 6th since Mourinho.
Yeah. So your average is 5th place, by the way, over the last 8 seasons. But you're an accountant. You should be telling me how averages work.
No,
I'm
not
saying-
that. I mean, but like,
I'm stunned.
be stand. But the thing is, last 3 seasons, have we not finished in the top 4? And remember when we were so far, when people are going to say Leicester choked or whatever,
Yes.
but have we just forgotten about that season?
I'm so shocked. I thought...
Okay, it's fine. Be shocked. But like, guys, you guys are being silly. If you don't think Man United have got the quality to finish 4th, don't be silly, Oaks.
You can have all the quality you want.
Okay.
I'm so shocked.
Where's your quality if you lost
In the
4-1
performance.
to Watford
Yeah.
last week? And 5-0 to Liverpool?
It's like
Where's
that
the
didn't
quality?
happen. But Ralph is going to come in. But here's my thing, bro. Everyone says the quality. It's like, guys, if Mourinho couldn't figure it out, LVG couldn't figure it out, Moyes couldn't figure it out, are we at any stage thinking there's a United problem? Because these are the two are certainly 2 of the best ever.
Yeah.
And Moyes is certainly one of the best the Premier League's ever produced as a manager, right? Like, I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, that is fair to say, yeah.
Like, why do you think that this guy's going to figure it out? He's done nothing in football, and I love everyone now is saying Red Bull, whatever. Like, do me a favor.
No.
Like, why is he the magic man? Or I guess we're all fans, right? We got to get behind our guy.
No, but but also let's see, because he's put structures in place.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's what you're hoping.
Yeah. Well, of course, that's what we're hoping.
This is bro. I want to tell you honestly, not in a funny way. I'm so stunned that you think top 4 is on this year.
Okay.
Like, what's the plan? Ronaldo, plug him in.
No.
Like, no, but seriously, tell me, how do you see United getting better? Does Sancho now settle down? Like,
Oaks start clicking. Oaks.
Who? Like Varane? Because Varane's still injured, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
This thing of you change the formation. Like,
I'm with you.
Clearly, it doesn't work. You know what I mean? This thing of 2 guys sitting back to protect.
But maybe they're not good enough. Like, because you know what the thing is?
Have we seen that before?
But I'm thinking the coaches get to see these guys every day. I'm pretty sure nobody wants to play that football, but I'm sure Ollie was seeing, this Maguire guy, even at training now,
Drop him.
He's getting waxed by
One Basaka.
Now I have to play McFred. You know what I mean? Like, I can't leave him alone, this guy. Because even think of Maguire at England. What's England's thing? They're playing, who's the Leeds lad again?
Phillips and Declan Rice.
Or Henderson, right?
Yeah. Henderson's master splint in England, but yeah.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
Not Liverpool, yeah.
Is at all times Maguire needs protection.
No, I get it.
So maybe
axe him, bro. And do not upset. I'd do if I was Man United manager. Strip him captaincy.
Jeepers.
Son, you just watch it. You don't have it. Strip him captaincy. Go sit on the bench and go think about you get better. Ship in or ship out.
No, you captain.
You only got it last season.
That's too much, bro.
What do you mean too
Guy's
much?
a world record signing.
So what?
Yo. All right,
look,
Senzo.
Real Madrid have 200 million pounders.
Yeah, but that's Real Madrid.
No, but I'm just saying they've got 200 million pounds. They say, son, come on.
Chad.
Don't even have a name tag.
Come on, Chad. So what do you reckon, Harry? And do you drop him?
Straight up.
What do you do? Buy Lindelof and then
Buy Varane.
Varane's injured.
No, or buy Lindelof. Yesterday you saw it.
I saw 7 at the back. Yes.
Yeah, but the thing is as well, I mean, what else do you expect people to do? Because we all know where the attacks were coming from.
But tell me something. It's all good and well against Chelsea. How long can that carry on? We can't have that again.
We can't, but the thing is it was against Chelsea.
Yeah, and I mean, they're the form team.
Yeah, it was against Chelsea, one. And it was Carrey and stuff. It's old structures, you know what I mean?
I'm with you.
It's old structures. What was Carrey supposed to do? Now he gets battered 6-0. He knows that I'm never coming back to this club.
Sure.
Because he was also, misunderstand, he was also playing for survival there. Carrick.
Yeah,
because if he gets battered tomorrow, Radix will say this guy's not serious, out.
Yoda Diggy says, with soccer, you cannot work on averages. You are only as good as your current squad. Averaging things out is like saying Liverpool is going to win the league in the next 3 years. and that is not true. Well, I tell you what, and that's a fair argument.
Sure.
In football, though, you have to be in the mix. So, I mean, you can extrapolate the numbers to whatever you like. For the last 20 years, Chelsea have been in the mix, and there's a good reason.
Sure. But
You
like,
know what the
let
model
me
is.
tell you the thing is about Liverpool, right? And I'm bringing it back to Liverpool now.
Yeah.
No, Liverpool fans are all glee and stuff like that, right? It's a very different kettle of fish. They're third.
Yeah.
2 guys go away to Africa. 2 of their heavy lifters, they go away to Africa.
Yeah.
What happens now, right? It's January.
Yeah.
Salah and Mane make deep runs in AFCON, right?
Yeah.
They get injured. Out till April.
Jeez, like.
No, I'm just saying.
Listen to the amount of issue, huh?
No, out till April.
Yeah.
What happens then? How good are Liverpool then? Because, we get spoken about like how you're one club, you're one man club. Who's doing all the heavy lifting at Liverpool?
You know that.
Whoa, hold on. Let me
Mo
finish.
Salah,
Who's doing all the-
running down the
Who
way.
does all the heavy lifting at
Salah,
does
Mo
all-
Salah, the
Amen.
Egyptian. Mo Salah,
Amen.
Salah,
Amen.
running down the way.
Who does all the heavy
Salah, Mo Salah, the Egyptian. Mo Salah, running down the way.
So as much as I'm
Mo Salah, the Egyptian king.
So as much as I'm a one-man team, other people have forgotten about themselves.
You're being disrespectful.
Who does all the heavy
Can
lifting
I
at
just
Liverpool?
tell you in our 4-0 win this weekend, because we can win a game, neither Salah or Mane scored a goal.
And our captain Jota, so shout out to him doing a PlayStation celebration.
Just throw that out there.
You're being Bobby Firmino, you don't see him at all.
When was the last time he played?
Yeah, because Jota is now doing Portuguese guy things.
Diogo Jota.
He's doing it.
How are Jota and Firmino going to play? This guy took my position.
Well, we don't know this. But maybe they link up, they speak Portuguese, you know what I mean?
Fala Português.
And then he says, hey, where did you get your teeth done? Maybe Jota goes to Firmino and says, hey, great teeth.
But guys, yes or no, does Mo Salah do majority of Liverpool's lifting?
No, nobody's denying that.
Some people deny it.
Denying.
Okay.
But Fabinho, I mean, they are a proper team.
No,
Like,
they're a proper team. I'm not disputing that.
I
But if
hear
he
you.
doesn't score, he assists. If he doesn't assist, he scores.
Wow.
If you don't take him out, let's see what happens. I'm not saying I'm
you
going to be
stone
completely
cold stunned me here.
Huh?
You know, Senzo, with you, I never know what to expect, and it's a part of what I love about you. You've stone cold stunned me here. Top 4.
Yes.
But you don't think it sounds ridiculous? I'm the ridiculous one now. You're making me look
No,
ridiculous.
bro. How you view yourself, that's a you problem.
No, I'm viewing the situation.
Good.
So what? So what happens if you lose to Arsenal? Do you think you might be whistling a different tune then? Not even a thing.
Bruh.
If you lose to Arsenal, Senzo.
Well, that's not going to happen.
If you lose
James,
to
meet me
Arsenal,
now. We're not going to lose to Arsenal.
draw.
You said you
Play
would
7 at the
lose
back.
5-0 to Liverpool.
They'll play 7 at the back, James. I know what their tactic is now. I saw it. You should be embarrassed. For how dare you say some of the things you're saying right now?
I can, bro.
Like, I know your family, right? How dare you say some of the things you're saying right now?
What do you want me to do, bro?
As a shout out to young Greta Thunberg. How dare you?
You guys think you can control me? Guys, I'm not James, bro.
But how do you look at yourself in the mirror after some of this
Like
stuff? that
this.
you say? What kind of mirror do you have?
A beautiful one.
Sure.
James, get a load of this guy,
You
bro.
do have to admire the confidence.
You know what? He's got a liver. Honestly, this guy. He's got every liver possible. He's got it. This guy.
No Liverpool, though.
No, you know Liverpool. That's been very clear over the last 5 years. But you've got a liver. When?
That's fine.
Where do you get off?
It's fine. What do you think? I'm Arsenal fans. When you come out when my team's winning, you must stand by your guys when it's good and bad.
Like a relationship.
That's right.
Yeah, no, it's
You
true.
know what Michael Jordan says on The Last Dance.
Yes.
Easy to talk ish when you're up on the score.
Yeah.
Take a real man when you're losing.
Yeah.
And when it's 0-0.
So you're backing your guys to the hilt.
Dude, you have to.
We need to
Do you know
pin.
what the thing is?
Yeah.
No one likes a flake. You see, like, you're my
I
boy.
agree. I agree.
Listen, you're my boy. If I only back you when you're doing good things, when you're a bad guy, now I want to distance myself. Nah, that makes me a terrible person. That says a lot about my character.
But now, what if I was like robbing, hypothetically, what if I robbed a certain company in Stellenbosch and you still stood up for me?
You're
like,
my guy.
Sometimes if I sound ridiculous, fam.
No, I need to hear
Commander.
I need to hear what you're saying. At the end of the day, you're my guy at the end of the day. Dog, I'm not going to hang you out to dry. Let
Really?
me tell you. I'm not going to...
Even if I embezzle money,
man, listen.
would you help me
Listen.
bury a body?
Yeah, of course. Listen, MKT,
Yes.
as I said, we mustn't let the world see the friction.
I'm with you.
We'll deal with that in-house.
I'm with you.
We must present a united front.
Get him, Senzo. Hey, James, my man's out here.
2021 is a
Hey!
wild time, bro.
COVID changed everything, James.
Sure.
There's a new...
You know
there's a new Omarion now.
Do you know when life was never the same?
Omricon or
Omricon.
Omarion. You know Omarion?
Oh, Mario, you don't.
much?
James is too young.
Oh, you don't know Omarion?
Touch. Icebox. B2K.
Touch.
You got served.
You don't know Omarion?
You got served.
James, the tightest freaking cornrows you'll ever see. Omarion.
He looks like a DJ Milkshake.
James, I'm so happy for you. You know the R&B spin? Yeah, Omarion, he hit it hard.
Watch Omarion Touch, one of the best music videos ever.
Go and, you know when you get home today, James?
Touch.
Just before you have your little grilled hake or whatever you do. I know you're on a health thing right now.
Oh.
You'll be so
Omarion.
impressed. Touch.
Oh, get out of here.
Heck.
Anyway, I'm touched. I'm touched you don't know who Omarion is.
Do you know when life was never the same?
Tell us.
That week when Cliff Central got the whole COVID thing and we went our separate ways, since that week, life's never been the same.
It's changed, eh?
And now we here with Man United fans.
That's because of Simpiwe. She gave everyone COVID. And it was never the
I
same
don't want to
again.
name names, but...
But it was her. Like,
Yo, look, if we're going to call an apple...
No Steve Jobs.
I mean, it's not snitching if you were the person. I mean, you had a snitching incident earlier this morning. I mean, we don't need
Snitches
to,
get stitches,
like
bro.
Senzo said, we have to present a united front. I'm not going to say what you were snitching about, but you've got those tendencies because now you've just outed Simpiwe as well.
But he's a white guy, bro. You know white guys.
Snitches.
Can't go to the army thing. Double agent.
I mean, I don't know if that's all white guys. I've got a black guy right now who I won't speak to for the rest of the year because he's put me in a situation.
The rest of the year is almost over.
I've told you that situation, James. Don't look shocked.
Will you speak to him on the 1st of January?
I'll have to make some decisions to cross that bridge. I mean, and that situation has just heated up as well.
Tell us, please. I want to hear this.
I got a DM from
Please tell me.
one of the
So after 100k,
one of the possible no, a while ago. I mean, I've been trying to keep this as a repressed memory. But James, you're gonna love this.
Yeah.
So my situation, which is actively developing, about 2 months ago. Or how long ago would you say it was when I said, "Nah, I'm cutting this guy off"? Anyway, I got a message from one of the human beings he may have been
Playing
allegedly
tonsil hockey with.
Yeah, and now she's trying to explain the whole story about how nothing happened. Now you see what I'm getting dragged into that now.
Now you like the...
But my question is, why are you the go-to guy?
You're like the Dr. Phil in the...
Honestly, that's the thing. Why is everybody going to...
I'm in the worst... You know what the secret is? Don't ever love anyone. Because I love my mate. The secret is don't fall in love with anyone. He's a good mate of mine. I do love him. He's done incredible things for me in my life. And besides that, I love him. Don't love people. Figured it out. It's the MKT Show. Let's take a break. Don't love anybody. Ever. If you're an Indian person and you come to South Africa, it can be quite tricky because naan in this country sounds like the bread.
But nine
Yeah.
is actually the number after 8.
Yeah, and before 10. Like, what time do you go to bed? I don't know, about 9.
Do you know how many people are confused? Even the British come here.
Yeah.
Nah.
No, but imagine
They're like my own British friend said, she asked, are you talking about the bread or are you trying to be like German or something? I was like, no, 9. As in,
Yeah, like-
9.
it's 9, bro.
No, no.
Top or
Laugh. Pick
Yeah.
and pie. Pick and
9.
pie.
What's wrong with... but it must be tricky because already in India they speak like over 50 languages.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
Now they come here and it's like, oh, I'm hungry. What are you going to order? Some naan. What?
Number after 8.
No, man.
Come on.
It's not 9 yet. Man. No, I'm hungry.
It's like now, guys, we dribble a lot of people, eh?
It's 9. But no, we say naan, bro. And the oats, we're not going to change.
I mean, even as black people, James, do you know what double up means?
Yeah, I know.
If I say double up to you, right?
We're doing, this is a PSA. This is an important PSA.
Yeah.
Right, Senzo, look into that camera. And
So, James, you as a white guy, if I say double up to you, what does that mean to you?
It means I'm getting a burger with 2 patties.
No.
From Wimpy.
Double up means shortcut.
Sorry?
would you have guessed that?
Like a shortcut?
Yeah,
Yeah, a double up is a
'cause
shortcut.
I hear how you were hearing it. Again, it's the you know what they're calling it on the streets, James? It's called the naan dilemma. That's what they're calling it on the news. Because you're hearing double up. No, it double up. It's
Shortcut.
same but different. So you're hearing double up. No. Double up.
Shortcut.
To me, it's a...
No, but that's what it
burger with
is.
2 patties from Wimpy.
No,
But
double up.
it's a shortcut.
Yeah, so double up is a...
Also, when a black person says, I'm sure, they don't really know anything. I'm being genuine.
Because, well, hey, here's an African proverb. Yazangaz, but
But
I'm sure.
I don't know, but I'm sure.
African proverb. No,
Yeah.
hey, I lie.
Honestly.
We know that. We know as black people will...
And
And
you
in fact, it's not a black thing, South Africans. Like, white guys now.
if
Naan.
I had to bring you to my house, right, James?
Yeah.
My dad will be bringing out all his best English. Do you know why?
Oh, yes. Public service announcement
yeah,
as well.
because he starts speaking Shakespearean English.
Hold on, let me talk to black parents right now. Yeah, very good point here, Senzo. Dear black parents, why didn't you speak that English when we were younger? Because as soon as there's a white friend around, now you're from Oxford. So either you must explain yourself that you were now hiding secrets from us.
Yeah, the turn of events proved to be very cataclysmic. What? Cataclysmic? Okay.
Never heard my parents speak that English.
That's a hump thing.
Just bring a white person though.
Oh my
Yay!
god. Shall I compare thee to...
And then
Somerset?
you know how they'll bring out those sayings as well, like the old school. You know, the jackal is inside of the foxhole, outside of the. Yeah.
Make haste while the sun shines.
Since when now?
Is this you now?
And it's all black parents. I want to talk
Yeah.
to them direct. We must clip this, James. I actually.
No, seriously, it's very important.
I'm old enough to talk to my mum like that now. I've never said it to her face. Not sure I ever will, but if I do it maybe through a camera and a lens, and
Yeah.
let's put like bunnies and graphics and whatever. So
Yeah,
my
it
mum
was
doesn't get
absolutely
too upset.
balderdash. Balderdash.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
Cataclysmic.
Cataclysmic.
Yeah, categorical. Meantime, I've never heard that from my... Yeah, so that's a public service announcement. All right, to end the show, let's take some comments here, James. I mean, it's nearly 9. Tracy Bart says, James, definitely more Circus Charlie than Dungeons and Dragons.
Ooh.
Jimbo, would you disagree with Tracy there? You don't know what Circus Charlie is. I can...
So, not quite sure what the first one is.
That's tough. Dungeons and Dragons?
I know what Dungeons and... I don't know why I couldn't speak there for a second. I know what
No.
Dungeons and Dragons is.
Mm-hmm.
Never played it.
I'm surprised by that.
I know. You'd be surprised by a lot. All of those assumptions you made about me just now, all of them are wrong.
Hold on. I just need to Google Circus Charlie so I don't give you a complete balderdash
Isn't it a game?
description. No,
Balderdash.
arcade game, but yeah, it's a very old one.
Balderdash.
Okay, so it was from Nintendo.
Yeah,
So,
it was, yeah.
Yeah.
97, not Wii, not Xbox.
Nah, James doesn't know what
Nintendo 97.
James doesn't know that. James, you know what you'll never know? Your parents saying, take that TV game out, it's going to break the TV.
Yeah.
You never, James, you don't know.
You don't know Contra. Contra, remember Contra?
Remember when the Nintendo would make the TV go?
I never had a Nintendo, so...
Oh, you never had the original?
I
But keep
didn't-
on the TV game, man. It's almost shitty.
Oh, the one with the cartridge.
Yo!
Sega.
No, before Sega. Yeah, that's nice things, man.
James, do you know Sega?
Yeah.
What's the best game on Sega?
Sega Saturn or
What's the best game? What's Sega's staple game?
Isn't it
Nah, you don't know Sega then.
Sonic, yeah?
Sonic.
it's
Everybody knows that.
Nah,
was
but
gonna say
James
the
is
other one.
James is now, man. Xbox guy, eh? James, you young.
Did you at least have a Game Boy? You know Game Boy.
No. James is young, man. You old. You must remember.
Game Boy.
James, surely not.
you guys have a very wrong
Did you have Game Boy?
because I was born in 97. I had the whole
Did you have Game Boy? Which game did you play on Game Boy?
I had the whole 90s kid grow up thing.
Oh, did you have a Game Boy?
I had Pokemon.
Okay. Yazam. You
No,
never.
so I said you didn't have a Game Boy.
I had Pokemon.
Yeah, on Game
the
Boy.
Game Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, on Game Boy.
So you didn't have Mario.
No, I didn't have Mario.
Which Game Boy did you have?
That nice one, not the
nice one, the colour
not the
one.
Buxton one,
It was it was like a green one.
Buxton.
not the Buxton one, boy.
But did you have color screen though?
yeah,
No.
Oh!
No, so it had which one was it? It was like a green one, and then it had the buttons at like the bottom.
no, those are the new ones.
I had the grey one.
The Buxton one.
Buxton, yeah. Track meet.
Yo, check me, Mario boy.
Yeah, I know. Although Mario too small on that screen.
Yeah,
Mario, you need up there in order to see all of the cataclysms, as our parents say when white people are around.
James, and you're young for this. Do you know those guys when you used to go to the arcade?
Donkey Kong.
No, you go to your grandmother's house, you go to the arcade the whole day. Then there's that one guy who plays Street Fighter, he ignoras the whole game. Doesn't give other people a chance.
Talk to me about
Pac-Man.
sidekick. What was it?
Or Super Sidekicks.
Foy's Mall has half of my parents' money that they work for.
Super
Sidekick.
Sidekicks. Oh, come on.
Germany, unstoppable in that game.
Right?
Oh, are you joking?
Then they give you the
And
ace.
Brazil.
And they give you the ace, boy. The ace doesn't pass, once it goes to the sky.
Yeah, James, Super Sidekick. You'll never know this. You'll never know what it's.
King of Fighters.
How much?
You had it good. Let's take one more comment. I mean, James, you've had it good. I'm happy for you, bro. You do not know the anxiety of coming home and wondering whether a TV gave me pully TV or not.
I don't, but I do have the anxiety of coming home and wondering if my my Tamagotchi is still alive.
Yeah, that. Now, you strike me as the type of person who would have offloaded that onto your mom a little bit every now and then as well.
Again, incorrect.
Who would you
I'm also
ask?
not the same guy that's never heard no. I've heard no before.
Nah, but
What age?
have you ever had a hiding, James?
Around 15.
Has your mom ever given you a hiding?
Multiple.
No, Afrikaans. His mom's Afrikaans. She doesn't play
Multiple.
that. No, she's not going to play that.
And
I
with
mean,
a belt even. Just
no,
Yes.
but
Did they ever hit you? Did they ever hit you at this inception line? Wait till your father gets home.
Yeah.
Well,
then
you
go
know
to your
the
room
you know it's like you're
and
it's like you're on death row there. You can't even play nicely now.
No,
Every time
James-
you're a door closed, you think the
Correct.
guy's coming.
No, I wouldn't say James had that because his mom's Afrikaans. No.
So James, when they
There's none of that northern suburbs malarkey here.
when they beat you up, so like let's say they're
They didn't
administering.
beat her. His mom didn't beat him up. So, what did
When
James?
they
Hey, your
beat
mom.
you
Yeah, when they beat you up.
This guy's making it sound like, all right, now we got the UFC gloves.
No,
on.
hold on.
You got what's coming to you.
Sorry, I phrased that badly.
And now you got to, just give me the camera quick. This is what I'm imagining now with James. The way you put it is like, all right, okay, is this how we're doing it? All right, Jimmy! She's not calling the goons on.
My question is okay. Sorry, I phrased that wrong. James, so let's say they.
Okay, but can we just...
No, wait, hold on.
Can we just clear up? James's mom didn't beat him
Yes,
up.
I said I phrased it badly.
But can we... No, I'd like you to please state...
I apologize, James. When they were disciplining you,
No, apologize to his mom.
apologize,
To who?
Mama James,
Yeah. For what?
for phrasing that badly.
What?
That you beat him up and you didn't beat
oh
him
my
up.
gosh. I don't even want the apology anymore.
This is the worst apology in the world.
Okay. Now,
Do you know what I mean? Here's... All right. Because my name's on the show, I'm going to have to do it. Dear James's mom, there was an assertion that you may have pummeled James like an old pumpkin. You did not do that, and anything that alludes to that may have come from this show has been dismissed
And I'd like to hold
as a lie, and those that have said that will
I'd
be
like to
dealt
retract
with
that statement.
adequately. And as the face of the show, as MKT himself, I will not tolerate that, and the adequate punishment will be dealt to those internally who may have asserted that. Right, Senzo, go ahead.
Unbelievable. It's like you're going to beat me up.
What is wrong with this?
But anyway, James, as I was saying.
Maybe there's other stuff we need to talk to Senzo about.
No, man, guys.
So an authority figure beat him up. And this is a pretty weird platform to kind of come out about it. But
So, like, when you were taking your punishment, right? So, when they were disciplining you and they were lashing you, did you cry or were you trying to be the tough guy?
Oh, that's a good question.
I feel like I don't want to answer this question because you're not going to believe it.
No, go ahead.
But you know what is? I realized quite early on, and so my father like not a physical guy, so he talks once, and if you don't do it, cool, that's up to you. There are going to be
He's iced you out.
Yeah. No, very much like no. Just like he's a disciplinarian. My father is the type of person who speaks and super reliable guy. So he's also not like he doesn't shout.
He's not a flake.
He's never been a shouter. It's just like I've spoken once. But now, James, you know what I realized early? The big mistake. I don't know what it's like for girls. Don't cry too much, because when you cry, you egging your parents on, right? And don't make eye contact.
Also,
the
don't be a
biggest
tough
mistake
guy.
ever was
And don't be a
making eye
tough guy.
contact.
And don't be a tough guy.
That's when you make eye contact and
But you're wrong. You have to make sure you cry enough, because if you don't cry,
Yeah, now you're a tough guy.
then they think you're not getting punished, and then it's like,
see, you guys are crazy. You did it wrong. I realized what it was. So I was in Cameroon a couple of years ago. I say a couple of years ago. I'm so old. It's in excess of a decade and a half ago. So more than 15 years ago. And I don't know if any of you have ever met silverback gorillas. And I don't just mean for a cup of coffee, because they don't speak English, obviously, and they don't have opposable thumbs. But I went on this, opposable thumbs, really important for performing operations and writing and having a latte. Mm-hmm. But part of the thing of gorillas, right, is don't make eye contact. So you have to have your head down.
Must still be that when he was in Rwanda and he saw them, he was like...
Yeah. So that you with the guide and they say, have your head down, otherwise you're challenging the gorilla.
Yeah.
But I'd already figured that out early on. I'd figured out I'm doing the soft little... cry, so enough that they can hear it, and no eye contact, and then boom, 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 and then as soon as I figured it out, it brought the smack count right down.
Because now they feel sorry for you.
No, yeah.
Not only have they smacked your body, they've smacked your soul, and your mom thinks she's altered. Your mom or dad thinks they've altered your psyche and that you'll never be all right.
No, it was my old lady. My dad. My dad stopped with that around 9-10, because then he was just talking to me like. You know, and then there's just consequences. Like if you're not disciplined at home, there's no pocket money. Forget it. And also it's like no, you don't get soccer boots.
Okay, hitting you with hers.
If you don't clean your room, like my dad has always been, the chemical engineer. Here's the stuff you have to do. I'm not talking again, because my dad list as well. List laminated.
That's why you're the way you are.
These are your duties. There's no we're gonna talk about you cleaning
There's
your
no
room.
leeway.
And if things don't get done, a cricket bat. Maybe you have someone else next door you can go disrespect and get a cricket bat from them. That's my old man. So my mom though. No.
If you smell...
What the... Yeah. And she would as well. Oh, and my mom's like... I know, James, because I'm shy. So you wouldn't think it. But I come from a mother who's quite a character. So...
Your mom?
Oh, yeah.
Your mom? Dad?
Huge.
I thought your mom was like...
No.
She was
Woo!
like...
She's the...
Is she what?
Woo!
Ric Flair.
Woo! So my mom would make a performance of it. Especially... So I don't know if you've had this, James. Have you ever had a beating at home when there's guests?
Oh, yes!
Because black parents are not scared.
You're giving them a halftime show.
And my mom says... So she'll bring them... Kalaboneng, which in Sepedi means come
see.
There's a brave man in this house. I'll never forget the one time where James, I wasn't quite moving correct in my mom's house. I wasn't moving correct. Somewhere between 9 and before high school.
Yeah.
So I've never after 12. I never had the belt again. Like it was. I'm too old now. My mom actually sat me down and said, "Right, young man, you're too old now. Plus we're boarding school now. You know what I mean? So but." James, Yo, my mom would put a performance on, boy.
It was WrestleMania.
Oh, when it was time for the belt.
SmackDown.
Oh, okay. Shoo. Because now, you know,
I just paid years old.
yeah, and I'm doing my madness. Maybe I'm not picking up the room, or I'm shouting from the room. It's supper time.
Oh yes,
and it's
come
been piling
on
up. And now she's gone to work. I didn't clean the dishes.
You didn't make the
No, plenty. I didn't make my bed. It's holidays now. I think I'm the man of the house. And now my mom's coming home. I couldn't even put the dishes. Well, we don't have a dishwasher.
Oh, you didn't take out the chicken out the freezer.
And it's just I left the TV game remote. You know, the lounge was a mess.
Oh yes, and you left your glass and crumbs there.
Oh yeah, give it clean.
Oh, she even said, "Come,
Give it clean.
I've arrived."
Hey, but when there's people, my mom not scared because my mom is not scared. Get on mad talk.
Please end this show.
You like that? Yes, it's that woman. The greatest. The greatest.
The goat.
Performance though. I knew. Yay!
Unbelievable.
And it was on. Senzo, good stuff today, pal.
You too, man.
Jimbo, great stuff back there, pal.
James.
Good going.
Ballon d'Or, boys.
No, good show. Great way to start a Monday, guys.
Ballon d'Or performance, James. Well done.
My quads are absolutely obliterated. Should we take one more question on the way out, James? I mean, people have spent 2 and a bit hours with us. Gukhan says, I agree with Senzo, but the politics of him being 80 mil and playing for England will make that difficult. I totally agree with Gukhan Kosi there.
One side. This is not England, this is Manchester United. Give it a thing.
Senzo, great stuff to the boys, good stuff to those of you. Like, share, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, do click like before you go. Otherwise, if you're on the podcast, do share. Like, share, subscribe. To Ryan, you still haven't told us what your told us what your time was. You can send us a DM and we'll see if we can put that up. Ryan Alex, I think his surname is.
He's got 2 names.
Yeah, saw him on the mountain. Really, really cool guy. And it was great to meet you out there. I was just in a terrible place because I'm old and
Wait, hold
faded.
on. So, as you're running, Ryan Alex said...
No, it's a long race. I mean, we ran into each other a couple of times, kind of back and forth.
So you're sure, eh?
He said, MKT, how's it? I said, Aipa. So I'm dark. So I'm top of the mountain, Ryan, looking fresh. Athlete, fit young man.
Bali or young
No, young man, together. He's the type of... Like
Stability.
Paul always says about James is James is the type of guy he'd like to bring home as a son-in-law. Ryan looks like that guy.
All right.
Yeah, like, you know,
Balance.
together. Yeah.
Stability.
All right, before we go, see if we can get it up. It's the last comment there, Jimbo. No, he looks like that young man you'd want to bring home as
How old is he? Would you say my age? Younger?
No, I'd say 28. But
younger.
no, like together, like also like really like cool guy, good energy. No, he wasn't like Malaki. Nice haircut, grown up. He looks like a grown up.
Do you know, like for me, like you see all the guys who type in the comments and the viewers, the guys who watch the show, and don't you picture the way they look when you?
Yeah, sometimes. But Ryan was cool, and he was a good athlete. Hey, so he was a good athlete, and he was in good spirits.
Did he beat you?
No, I don't think so. So there's Ryan Alex. He says almost 23 hours. Oh man, that's proper suffering. So just so you know, that means he came home at 3 a.m. That's 3 a.m. The race started at 4 a.m.
Jesus, bro.
Yeah, he came home at 3 a.m. But that's the kind of listeners we got. Ryan, shout out to you, bro.
But dude, for me, do you know? I'll tell you right now. Anybody, I won't sit there and be like, yo, this guy hit this many hours. Guys, the fact that you did 100 Ks.
It's incredible, isn't it?
It's something else, man.
Ryan Alex.
You have to tap into other places of the mind to do that.
Jimbo, let's finish off with his comment on screen. So to everybody out there, it's incredibly inspirational. Ryan was super, super cool. Ryan Alex, really, really nice to meet you. And you had such great things to say about the show. And you were awesome, bro. It's a pity we can catch up. Next time I'm in Cape Town, I'll make sure we have a coffee or something. Because I do want to start connecting with some of our listeners and giving back. Because they give so much to us and give so much of their time. So Ryan, you're awesome, bro. And congratulations. 23 hours.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you for finishing.
And it's 100 Ks. 100 Ks is 100 Ks.
Because the thing is, I think I know myself. I think I would have flaked.
It's hard. And let me tell you something.
Guys.
Let me tell you something. That 23 hours, by the way.
And you got lost, eh?
For the last 6 hours, it was raining and freezing. Yeah. So for him not to give up at like 20 hours, and he has an option. Because when you get to UCT, it's very, very nice there. That's 90 kilometers. You could very easily just say, Ngbongile. Ryan says, nah, forget that. I'll see you guys on the finish line.
Also, guys, Mbulelo, you should know this. It's not hard. It's difficult. Hard as a texture, bro.
But no, trust me, when you're 23 hours into things, it's hard. Sounds all good stuff. To you at home, it's been an absolute honor, and I am back, and my legs are absolutely obliterated. My name's MKT. This has been the MKT Show, but for now, we are the hell out of here.